What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day, another night. 30 plays. We're going to be playing some Division 2 tonight. Let me load that up real fast before we get into it. I appreciate it. I forget to change when I go live. I have to... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Got to make sure it changes over to the 30 logo over here. What's going on, Lurker? How you doing tonight, man? You see if Sarge is on. I'm running a little late. My brother-in-law just brought up he was working on our golf cart. We got a little backseat to it now, whatnot. So he's showing me the new light system that he put on there for us. The secondary seat in the back that folds down, so it's nice. Now we have a little golf cart that can take the family around. Alrighty then. Get inside this game to see where Sarge is. I appreciate everyone that's supported us and watching that new video that we put out, delayed or not. I was thinking about taking the talk that we had this morning about Hogwarts Legacy, taking that first 11, 12 minutes, cutting it off, and making it, and just putting the audio underneath the video of some Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know how that's gonna handle. I don't know, because I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the viewership of those live ones after we're done being live. You know, like as we're live, we get like at the end of the live stream, we have like 100, 110 views, and then after the fact, I'm getting like 10 to 15 more, and it's just I'm not excited about that. Sarge on yet? Sarge will probably forget that he's probably sleeping. Oh, he's in. Invite to party. Join game. So I'm still gonna mess around and try certain things on our YouTube channel. You know, a lot of things. I'm trying to come up with content for you guys that are members, right? Like, what is the point of becoming a member besides fundamentally, you know, helping me out or whatnot? Oh boy. Just floating around over here.
It's not my game, so I'm gonna back out.
All right.
I'm just jumping into people's things to get my endorsement thing up.
That's cool. So I should jump out then?
I don't know. I think you leave when I leave. I think. Let me see.
No. No. I'm in a separate group.
You have left the group.
Here, I'll join you. Plan. Did you get Luke in?
Yes.
Agent in need.
Would Brain hand it over to you, or did you log on one day and you got it?
He handed it over to me.
Chat, can you guys hear Sarge?
You are now in a group.
Is anybody else coming in?
Not that I know of. These late night streams, these night streams are like low key, you know what I mean?
Hostile control point identified.
All right. So what do you need to do?
I just need to get resources so I can upgrade my guns.
Oh no, I know that, but what do you for projects like for today or for the week? What do you got? What do you got going on?
Oh, wait, the progression? No, I go to
Projects.
projects. I need my daily. I need the weekly. So the daily is what you have, unless you already did it. Resupply friendly control
Yeah.
points, complete missions while
Yeah.
while grouped up.
Yeah, I did it already, so
Use
I'm gonna give
emotes
you
in front of
leader.
other players 3 times. How the fuck do you do emotes? Where are you at?
Uh,
You are now group leader.
How do I do an
now
emote?
you press down on the D-pad, and then you pick the emote. I'm not sure if it's different people or same person, or is a cooldown on it.
Of other players. Well, real quick then. I'll go to the safe house over here. Get this out of the way. Two. Then there's another guy over here. And we're done with that. Okay. Coming to you. What's going on, Jesse Mac? Yeah, so just to let you know, it's not this Thursday, but next Thursday, the
Additional hostile contacts.
25th, 6th, whatever it is, for Gators podcast. Is the Guardian thing done?
That's done.
Is it what's this week? Anything?
Not that I know of.
So did you hear the screw up they've done with this game?
No.
So they had the PTS, the public test server, and they released it on Friday last week. And the last time they were doing a season, so for season 11 might be delayed now, because when they were doing the testing, they only had it up for like 3.5 days, and then they closed it. There was like so many issues or so many problems that they just closed it down.
Okay.
Complete missions while grouped up. Complete missions while grouped.
Just put them on the. You have them on the screen, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Need to do bounties. So
So just pick whatever you gotta pick.
target acquired.
A hostile control point detected.
You're not getting Hogwarts, right?
Not right away. I mean, we still know officially
What's up,
if it's
Steak?
on Game Pass or not.
How's it going? How you doing tonight, man?
I'm getting that thing over here, Mike. That little buzzy thing.
A little buzzy thing.
Like there's supposed to be a hunter here.
Like inside this house?
I don't know. You see it buzzing?
Yeah. Well, I hear the noise. Like. Oh no, it's over here. The music. The music's like here.
Music.
Yeah, I have music playing right here. Like there's, like he's over here. Like it's intense.
There's smoke.
The hell is that?
Smoke. The smoke just blew up, but he's not actually here. That's a glitch. The game's still glitched. They never fixed it.
I don't even see the. I don't even see the
When you hear
smoke.
that puff, when you hear
Oh,
that
I heard
puff of
it.
smoke thing,
I heard it.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
yeah, when you hear that, that's him appearing. It's a hunter.
All right. Well, we gotta go this way because this is where the freaking bounty is. Yeah, we've been playing Division 2, I would say roughly about 3 months now. We play it once a week on Wednesdays.
Near you, Agent.
Maybe not that long. Maybe we haven't played that long. Definitely 2 months. 'Cause we played it throughout December. I think we picked it up back in November. I would say like halfway through November.
Now that I don't care about it, I have found 5 locations where the hunter spawns by accident. On accident, I found.
5 locations by accident.
Yeah, by accident. Like I'm walking around and I actually see little fuzzies going on. I'm like, oh, there's a fuzzy thing here, and then I actually run into it. I never knew where the hunter spawned. The only one I knew was that fountain where 4 of them spawn at the same time.
Yeah.
That was the only one. That was the only one I knew.
In here.
Senator, Congressman, President. Get fire on the floor. Are you ready for this? You will suffer.
Guy to the left and one guy to the right. Well, there's one hunter that you have to like shoot windows out of a building or something like that. The hell are these guys all going?
That's the target, Agent.
Oh, you started using the little flies, huh?
Yeah, because I played with some people on Legendary. There's everything that to stop the big chungas from coming over and killing you. Plus, it fits in with my VTS U gloves. I can constantly throw out mines if I just bounce back and forth between that and the other thing.
Wing that fucker.
Oh, shoot. Oh, come on now. Why not call it Division Wednesdays then? Because as soon as I call it Division Wednesday, we'll be switching to like Hogwarts Legacy playing every day. You know what I mean? Like when a new game comes out, I'm constantly playing. I'm constantly playing the new game for a bit, you know. Plus, Power Wash Simulator's got an update coming out. Damn right it does.
Target down. Good job. That's your target.
Oh God.
Rogue blinder firefly detected. Hostile blinder firefly detected.
Okay, buddy.
Keep him in the circle. Can go back to the circle.
Oh God.
Trauma detected.
God damn it! I couldn't get over the thing. Gonna hit me! Oh God!
Agent vital signs 0.
They're gonna have a Tomb Raider X crossover with Power Wash Simulator. That's right. That's right. I need to jump back in and finish the final season. My inventory is my raid boss, though. Got so much stuff. I never did the raid. Never did the raid. Can you get to me, or you want to respawn?
I don't respawn yet.
Guys up on that little catwalk area, jumping up on the building behind you.
You got the target. Nice.
Another guy up on top of the building over here.
That's the target, Agent.
Thought we already had, or we killed 3 of them. Damn it, he healed himself.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Target neutralized. Good work.
Plus the hive thing does, it's good for crowd control.
Oh, I know. I was using it for the longest time.
Well, it's because I can do the benign thing over and over again. That's the only reason why I'm using it right now, because I can bounce between them.
Looks like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.
Okay. Did I still have about 50 slots open. But I didn't empty before I got on.
You never do.
I'm busy, man. I don't have time. I don't have time to.
I'm aware. It's just it's a routine. Either you do it before you log off, you empty everything out, or you do it before you start moving around. I'm aware of time. I know how time works.
It's a cover shooter 30. Yeah.
Detected. Nearby location.
No,
Wanted by hostiles.
I'm Ramboing. I'm Ramboing this shit out.
Fuck's having a heart attack.
Oh. Hey, look at that. I didn't have that.
I don't know what to do.
You already did all you could.
Just slipped away.
Or you're a leader, so pick the next one.
1 second.
Well, I don't need the bounty anymore. I'm not going to do bounties like that. I need to do a mission, so we need to do a main mission. Here, we'll do the Federal Emergency Bunker over here.
Real hard.
Okay.
You're gonna keep playing
Just
it.
fast travel to it. If anybody is on Xbox, I guess, because it's not crossplay, you're more than welcome to jump in and play with us. You get the right build. Cover's optional. That's right. That's right, Snake.
You don't want to get stuck in because it's hard
I mean,
to get out of.
it's true, but if you're that good with DPS,
Wait,
then
wait.
usually your armor's a little weak.
It didn't start. Hold up.
You can. I know you can.
Replay. All right. There we go.
We need to find out what happened to the team that went to try to repair the main shade node.
Do you like Division 2 more than Division 1 or the same? No, I actually like Division 1. One of my favorite things in Division 1 was that the survival. I really use we played the survival so much. I really like the survival. I would play more of that than the actual Division 1 itself. We also used to play a lot of Dark Zone. Sorry, we used to play a lot of Dark Zone as well in Division 1. I've never done any Dark Zone in Division 2 at all. Yeah, we talked about it ever since they let this game out. We're like, why didn't they do the survival in Division 2? They're like, well, because of snow. And I was like, well, they could have easily swapped it around. You could have got a heat stroke instead of freezing to death. You know what I mean?
It could have been. It snows in DC.
I know, but they didn't bring in snow, right? You haven't seen snow in this game. So they could have easily just made it like heat stroke, where you have to go get water and whatnot to keep hydrated or whatnot. Yeah, Division 2 is a much superior game. You're absolutely right about that.
Man, I like all the nooks and crannies of New York, but
I'm kind of upset they never did the entire Manhattan Island. You know what I mean?
You know that bitch hiding from us was at Roosevelt Island. I heard she cut a deal to get an evac and fucked over Emily.
I appear to have all their fire.
What do you mean?
Everybody's shooting at me. I can't even poke my head out.
Oh, you got aggro? Battlebot coming at us.
Serious trauma detected.
No! Oh, come on!
Critical.
Oh, I'm down right
Agent
next to you.
down. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Yeah. Got a little bit left.
Go to the right. I'll suppress them.
They come behind us now, don't they?
Depends on the mission. I don't think this one does.
They could have run a virus in the same system and ran cold, switch out warm clothes, PPE. Yeah, right.
No way the outcast could have taken out an entire squad in a fair fight. It's not possible.
Online computer detected.
Great. You can use the computer.
I'm
to
still
sync eyes with
amazed
the comm system.
by the
Hopefully we can get
interiors
20
of
on
this
that
game.
team. If they're in
Right.
any shape to answer.
The layering of the boards and the levels.
Established.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hello?
the
Yes.
interiors of this game is
Manny
amazing.
Ortega with the
When
division.
I've been looking at
Manny,
the
thank
stuff
God.
in Hogwarts
It's Maya.
Legacy, I'm like,
I'm almost left
that's
on our team.
impressive, right?
We couldn't get the note back online.
And I can't wait to like
I found some
explore
equipment
through
that
it like
the
this,
White
but
House note connected to the
the
national
attention to
network,
detail of
but
this
before
is
I could
just
get back, those
it's crazy.
fucks showed up. You gotta get me out of here.
Like for instance, when you walk into a room, these guys in the room, there's desks and stuff. When you start shooting everything, all the papers and the
Yeah.
debris flies up in the air with all the gunshots going off. Like that's attention to detail.
there's so much detail in Hogwarts Legacy that they had to cut 1/4 of the map, right? Because it was just too much.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, it was from the art book. They showed the art book, and then in a I forget where I read it. With one of the articles, they literally got rid of 1/4 because they would rather sacrifice the 1/4 of the game.
Called DLC.
Right. They're gonna open that door right by you, aren't they? Where the hell's my gun that I wanted to pick up? Oh, right here. Okay. One of these doors opens. You're on fire.
In water.
You're on
I'm
fire.
in water.
You're on fire.
I'm in water.
One more guy to the right. Burning himself. It's on fire. Dude, you know what game I want? I know we've talked about this before. A remake of, but I want it done sort of like this. I want Smash TV. But I want to update it. I don't want top down type of thing. I want Division type of 2-player co-op, and then you make it 4-player co-op. Big prizes. I love it. I'll buy that for $1. You go through like a game show, you know what I mean? How is that not a thing? Who made that? Activision? Was it Konami?
I think it was Namco, I think.
Let's go out first.
That bitch can't hype me up.
Like, think of a Fallout game like this, right? The attention to detail that they have. Oh, God. Oh, you bastard. I thought you were next to me. You went to the other door.
I think I'm safe for now, but please hurry.
Help is on the way, Maya. Sit tight and just try to stay calm.
Dad, I'll read your chat in a second.
Well, we want to read it now. It's going to be another 10 minutes.
They could have run the virus. They could have just used the DC-62 toxic yellow powder instead of snow. Like you're in super... Oh, that would have been interesting. Virus builds up, and unless you expel to the vaccine, antibacterials hinder you progression to you dilute and kill before... That would be actually a really good idea, Brain. Division 2, if they added zombies, much better than the day before. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I guess the looters were equivalent to of zombies. People badmouth Ubisoft, but they make amazing games. I'm sure systems can be a bit repetitive, stale, but the world building is second to none. Snake, I don't understand. I mean, they're obviously Assassin's Creed. I give Assassin's Creed crap because it's the same thing over and over and over. Like, I think Division might have that problem once Resurgence comes out, once Heartland comes out, once all these other Division type games come out.
Coming out. I think they're canceled.
No,
they're coming.
they're not. They're not canceled. Heartlands is coming out. It's a free to play game. They would be stupid not to release it. Like, look at this. The room filled of absolute just fire. They're like burning stuff. The books, just the detail here, man, is really good.
You gotta put out the flames. I don't know if Maya has any fireproof gear.
Is that what I have to shoot up here? No.
I was never able to do that before.
What's that? Drop down?
Just jump down the hole without using the ladder.
Don't they come down this hallway?
Depends on the mission. It's invaded.
I have to move. Someone's trying to break in.
Yeah, Ubisoft's in trouble. And so's Hasbro. The financial papers started coming out and saying how 72% of Hasbro's income comes from Wizards of the Coast. 72%. That means Hasbro isn't making dick in toys. Dick. Okay? 72% is Wizards of the Coast.
I'm safe for now, but I don't think they're
Think
going to
about
stop
that.
coming after me.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did to make them
And
so mad.
40,000 people
You have to
canceled
stop them.
D&D Beyond.
They're coming. It's not safe.
Oh, I found out that 20% of the 20% of that number I gave yesterday, the 13.2 million, 20% of the people that are like dungeon masters that actually buy the stuff. Everybody else is just people that play.
Everybody else, people that play.
Yeah. Here he comes. Come on. Get your head up. Oh, come on.
Both right side and left side.
Let that guy pop up on the left. More guys coming in. Left side's down. Right side's down. After me.
Immediate medical assistance
Christ.
needed.
Then Dungeons and Dragons tried to backpedal and say that wasn't the actual
Yeah, they're full of shit.
thing. That was the actual thing. It was only a draft. Meanwhile, contracts were sent out and people actually signed them. So you can't sign a contract with a draft. So it's like, just put your foot up your ass, dude. Just stop. Just stop talking.
I'll head back as soon as
PR department sucks. Your department for internet management sucks. You guys have no idea what the hell you're doing,
With the
right?
equipment Maya
You make $1
recovered,
billion.
we can restore the
$1
Shade
billion
network across
a year.
the
Not
entire
enough.
Country.
Not
I'll send
enough.
a team to assist Maya
Okay.
and retrieve the fallen for
You
a
do
proper
you,
burial.
buddy. And that's the other important question about reoccurring monthly service fee.
Right.
Like, what are you actually getting for it? And then what are you giving them? You're giving them power to do whatever. They don't have to do anything. If you're making 300 million a month, right? What is your incentive to make a better product? Right?
Right.
If all you care about is your stock price, as long as you keep making money, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter the shittiest product I can give it out. I'm making 500 million a month. Makes no sense, man.
There's a control point right here. I'm just gonna do because I need to give these guys, once we take it over, I gotta give them supplies.
What level is it?
Oh no, it's probably level 1, I would think.
Well, if it's a low level, do the stuff around it.
Level 2.
Yeah, do the stuff around it. Get it up. You
Nothing
get more
around.
XP for.
Oh, I see. Never mind. There is. I had to zoom in more.
Hostile control point nearby.
First.
Yeah, it sounds great. Oh, what a great value I'm getting. Meanwhile, I give them carte blanche that they don't have to do nothing. Listen, when you're hungry, right? When you're hungry, you find ways to eat, right? You make a spear, you get a job, you do something in order for you to be fed,
Right.
If someone just keeps giving you food all the time, you don't have to worry about eating anymore. You can just do other shit, right? Same thing with a company. If they just get money for no reason, then they don't have to do anything. I don't got to do anything. Everyone thinks it's supposed to be some great thing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. What a great value. Oh, okay.
Well, I'm telling you.
Let me. It's been 3 years. Has anybody else seen the great value that's been happening in the video game? Anybody else?
Well, I'm telling you right now, Game Pass, people will come and go, oh, well, it's just, like right now, we can't see it, because right now it's a good value, but it can't sustain
Yeah, because
what it's doing.
Because you're paying $70. Everyone's like, oh, $70. Thank God for Game Pass. Like, meanwhile, 2 years ago, you're like, fuck Game Pass, right? 2 years ago, you were fuck Game Pass. Now it's like, oh, there's $70 games. Now Game Pass is the best thing ever. What? Once again, and I'll say it for the 100th millionth time. Ready? When there was no Game Pass, people were still playing games, no problems.
Yep.
Nobody had a problem.
Nope.
Nobody had any issues. Everyone just played the games that they had, and then you went out and you bought a game, okay, that you wanted to play. I don't know what this other stuff you guys keep talking about is. You have to have it. Everybody was fine without it. We were all good. The whole world played video games without Game Pass, and all the companies worked hard to make a game for you to spend money on. That was the whole point. And now,
I read
it's just whatever.
I read an article the other day. I forget, it's Fiji Productions or something. They're the people that do Tunic. They publish Tunic and whatnot. They have a bunch of independent developers the small independent developers, and they said when the system first came out, to be an independent developer and make games for that system is great because they need games on Game Pass, right? On their streaming service. So right now they're 2 years in, 3 years in, and now more games are starting to come out. More games are going on the streaming service, so they have less chance to be seen, right? Because it's getting saturated. So they're worried that unless you are a really, really small independent developer and you're getting buyouts, you're not going to make it. In a couple of years, the independent developers won't be able to sustain or be a part of the stuff.
Right, because of the doorway you gave independent people to get noticed is their own downfall. It's crazy.
Like for a company like Tunic, or a developer like Tunic, where it's one person, and they get bought out, you know, obviously for, let's say,
overhead's much lower.
Right, like $2 million. That's life changing. But $2 million for a company that has 100 employees is nothing, right? Because it's not even going to cover the cost of the actual game that they put out. And what's going to also happen is, so let's say the developer of Tunic now has proven himself, right? Well, the next game he works on, obviously, he's going to have a bigger budget, right? He's going to have a bigger budget. He's going to have more people. It needs to make more sales. So now you have the problem of a couple years, or let's say a decade down the road, if a smaller developer has made 2 or 3 games, it exponentially gets more. Just like if you make a feature film and your first film's like $50 million, your second film is going to be $100 million, and your third film is going to be $250 million, right? Well, no, that's what they do, right? Because people get notoriety, they get better sales, salaries, whatever, right? So there's all of these things that come into effect, and they can't sustain, because it's just like a baseball player or a football player when you're on a team. The team is great, and people have to take pay cuts. Otherwise, that team can't compete.
But there's no such thing as exponential growth.
Correct.
You can't grow forever.
Correct.
You can't grow forever. But the mentality for the video game companies is we just keep getting bigger until we eat everybody. That's basically what it is now.
That's it.
Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Especially since once Game Pass, or I should say Microsoft, has enough people underneath the Microsoft umbrella, and they have enough people that they have 48 studios. That's before they buy Activision Blizzard, right? They have 48 studios that are making first-party title games. Well, if they each are working on a game, and let's say, 7 of them each year come out with a title, right? That's more first-party title games. That's less single-player or independent games that need to fill up the space that they're already filling up with their own games. And on top of that, they're live service games. So they're just
never mind that. Right. Never mind that. Now put the D&D effect. Put the D&D effect in, where someone gets pissed off so badly. Okay, they get pissed off so badly that 100,000 or 300,000 people just stop subscribing.
Right.
The money that you would have received every month, now you don't receive, and now you can't even fund the guys' studios that you have.
Correct.
Because they don't even pump out games, because they don't have to worry about pumping out games, because they're getting the reoccurring monthly installment.
Are we getting level 3,
dude.
or you want level 4?
Oh no, it's level 4.
All
Level
right,
4. Just call for backup.
Go over here. Well, it's not
Call
level
for
4.
backup.
It's not level 4 yet.
It is level 4.
Oh, it is level 4. Okay. Isn't Game Pass just Spotify for gaming? Great if you're EMI or WB. Bad if you're indie. Well, right now it's good for indie because it's just starting, right, Snake? But
Call for backup.
as it goes,
Not the green guys. Call for backup human beings.
Oh, well, how do I do that?
Hit select and then call for backup. It should be at the bottom of the screen.
Sending backup request. Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Right, where right now, Game Pass is an infant. It's 5 years old.
Infancy.
Right.
Yep.
And they need as many people to come aboard as possible. Hey, this is Game
establish
Pass,
value.
right?
To establish
We're gonna
value.
bring your game. 30 million people can see your game. This is how many people we have. Blah yada yada. And indie developers are like,
It's a
holy
cable bill.
Christ. We could have 30
becomes a
million
cable
people
bill.
potentially play our game on day one. Oh my God,
Yep.
that's life changing. And they're like, all right, well, how
Yep.
much money you're gonna give us? And they're like, well, how many things did you think you were gonna sell? Right? And they're like,
Right.
well, we were planning about 200,000. They're like, great, we're gonna pay you for 500,000. Good. And they're like, okay, yeah, because that's
Awesome.
200,000, 300,000 more than we thought we were gonna make. And they're like,
Life-changing for them.
fantastic, right?
Life-changing.
If they have microtransactions, they'll make a percentage off that. If it's just a single player game, they put it on Game Pass,
Detected.
they get paid up front, they go make the next game, and that game gets to be on the Game Pass, right? That's it. It's a buyout. And then they could do contracts to say, oh, you're on Game Pass for a year. After that, it'll go off Game Pass. If people want to buy it, then they get a discount because they're on Game Pass, right? And each deal is completely different, right? Not one deal is the same as the next. So the best way I could describe it is look at Netflix. Netflix has been around for what, 12, 15 years now? And look, they can't sustain. They don't make profit. They have a bunch of fucking crappy ass shows. We got demonetized probably after that, right? They have demonetized. They have crappy shows. There's so much stuff on there, right? That you can't even, like, you spend 20 minutes, unless it's something brand new and on the front page, you spend 20 minutes scrolling through, looking at the stuff, right? It's exactly the same thing that's going to happen to Game Pass. They can't make it more than 100, right? Because you're going to keep scrolling and scrolling, and you'll spend more time scrolling than you actually play the game. So they have to curate. They have to curate what's coming on. They have to take off, put
If you
on.
don't make it, but if you don't make it on Game Pass, where are you supposed to sell your game at? Because GameStop's not going to
Exactly.
be around much longer.
Right.
Where's that? Where
Right.
Where do you sell your game? Target?
Physical media is going out the door, right? It'll never leave completely, but look at, I hate to bring them up, limited run games, right? Who are in a shit fest right now as themselves for being stupid, okay? But they only make a certain amount of games, limited run, because people can't afford to push out. So I'm an independent developer. People want a physical copy. I can't afford to make 1 million copies, but I can do small runs of 500 of them, right? And there's companies that do that.
Cancel the call and then call
Detected.
again.
Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Stop the call. Call again.
Requesting
Yep.
backup.
I guess if you have Microsoft doing your advertising and distribution, it'll be good short term for indies. Sure.
Yep.
But think about this, right? So you come out with a game this year, and you're an independent developer, but you're still going up against, even though it's on Game Pass, you're still going up against the big guys, right? Hogwarts Legacy is coming out in February. You got Jedi Survivor coming out in March. You got something else coming out in May. You got something else coming out in June, July, right? There's always something taking the place of that next one.
Reinforcements en route.
Right here. I like how that guy just runs in. He's just shotgunning people to the face.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
People see Game Pass, and I'm one of them. Right now, fantastic value. But it's bad for the industry down the road. Look at movies. Look at how movies are in streaming services. We used to never buy the bargain bin stuff, right? You would never go in the bargain bin stuff, right? Just too much time to look through the bargain bin stuff because they're usually crappy-ass movies, and you don't have time to look through crappy-ass movies. You just want to go to the Blockbusters to see the ones that are in the theaters. Well, same exact thing. Same exact thing that's happening right now with these games, right? You don't have time to sit here and play the crappy ass games or the independent games to find out what's good and what's not. So you play the good games. You buy the other games that are like, I heard this is good, or I heard this is whatever.
Location guarded by hostiles.
He's taking on like
Help 'em. Yep. Yeah,
Take it
go
on.
help him.
Don't help him.
Yeah, go help him. Go help him. If he needs help.
Does he need help? He looks like he's doing
I
fine.
don't think he does.
I don't think he does.
Take somebody to the line.
Agent down.
He needs a little help.
Weighs 2,527. I think he's got it.
Contacts.
I saw 15,000 today.
15,000. Shut
saw
up.
15,000 today. Yep. Saw 15,000 today. I forgot to hit the screenshot button because he helped out and then he left.
An agent needs assistance. Serious trauma detected.
15,000.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
He's just literally shotgunning everyone in the face. His name should be Honey Badger.
Destroy that thing.
Is there a guy over here? Where is the guy? Oh.
Agent down.
Okay, Rambo.
Serious trauma detected.
You guys did some damage to me.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I mean, look at how much damage he's doing to those guys.
He's got a good build.
This is what he does. He just waits for someone to call for help, and then he just shows up like Superman, does the thing, and then leaves. Hello, citizen. I'm here to help you. Good day. Thanks. Thanks, Michael Diablo.
Supply room access unlocked.
It's El Diablo. He come to save you. The gaming industry has been mainly digital for years. Hell, PC these days don't come with disk drives, and people flock to Steam, Epic, etc. Yeah, yeah. But the difference between Steam and what Game Pass is, or what PlayStation Plus is, I don't know, man. It's a different beast. Plus, digital's been what, 4 years now? 5 years? It's been about 5 years where it's completely flopped. They thought it was going to take longer, and in 1 year, from like 17 to 18, it's swapped 30-80, or I'm sorry, 30-70 or 70.
Yeah, 30-70. Yeah,
Something like
1
that.
year. Nuts. 1 year.
Where's the guy I need to give my stuff to?
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
I don't know how much longer we can hold out. We could really use your help.
I think this is the last thing. And are we short? Nope. Project finished.
This shit.
gonna go south and activate those other points and make them into 4s.
Okay.
Something you can do in this game is split up and divide and conquer, which is also something pretty cool. It doesn't go, you're too far away, and you can warp back to the guy whose thing it is.
Right.
Right? Too far away. Can't have you doing that.
Oh yeah, the victory music's great, Dustin, and Hell Let Loose. Yeah. Oh, is it telling me to go this way? PS Plus not putting games on for a year still has me buying new games. Don't want to wait for plus cost 2 games a year and probably buy another 6 to 8. I like the way PlayStation Plus is doing their business model, Lurker. I've said it. I said I look, as a buyer of video games, I would love if I get a day and day one, right? But it's not good for the business. It's great for the business when you can put a brand new game out, people buy it, and it's long enough away where people are like, you know what? I don't want to wait a year or 2 years to buy that.
Incoming hostiles detected.
They're moving on my position.
Agent endorsement
While I
available.
reload. That's the last one.
There'll be more tomorrow.
I don't need the bounty, but if I do the bounty, does it raise the level?
No, the bounty's separate.
Only reason I'm still alive is
Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Okay. I'm gonna teleport to you. The problem is its own. Xbox doesn't have a good spending culture, and it needs to change. Now, by good, I mean healthy or longevity of health in the industry. Right, Krebsy, right. Remember back in 2010 where Steam was looked upon with total horror from gamers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
And it slowly changes. That's what happens.
yeah, because
If
if
you forget, it's convenient.
if I'm allergic to oak, right, and I want to stop being allergic to oak, I slowly take a spoon of honey every day, right, until my body adjusts to not being allergic to oak, right? So I could either keep on sneezing, or I could do something about it, right? So Steam in this, or digital, when you take stuff away, when you slowly start taking away physical copies of games from the stores and you can't do anything about it, you have nothing left to do but to take the honey, okay, to be immune to it, right? They break something and they'll sell you the solution. The solution of not selling games physically anymore is to make it digital. When I stopped selling hard drives inside PCs, right? Well, how are you going to make a game if, well, there's people that use PCs don't have drives anymore. They're like, all right, well, I guess I'll just do digital now. So then the console market was like, yeah, you know what? We can make 20% more if we just do digital. Because now we can charge more money, and we don't have the shelf space. We don't have to deliver it. We don't have to do anything. We don't have any product.
manuals,
we don't
no
have to.
boxes,
no box, no manual.
nothing.
We don't have to worry about gamers buying secondhand.
Right. Nobody buys secondhand. Exactly. But meanwhile, for 30 years, everybody grew, everybody made money, everybody expanded because the market expands. The market expands. There's more people. That's normal. And they're like, nope, not moving fast enough. Juice it up.
Yep. The funny
Juice it
thing is,
up.
after a year or two, You'll be getting fully patched working games on PlayStation Plus. People, and I, including myself, want to be the first to play the games, though. Right. That's still the thing, though, right? The thing is, looks great. I want to play it. And if it's single player, you don't need to buy the game right away, right? This is why PlayStation is investing into live service games, okay, more. Because if it's live service, you got to be a part of it day one if you want to be a part of all your friends playing, right? That's why Call of Duty, Battlefield, all these games rely on other people to play.
He's going for the bounty first because you activated the bounty.
Oh, did I?
Yep. When you pick it up, you activate it.
Oh, no, I left it there. All right. I'll teleport to him. Right? So now, where was I going with this? I just... Oh, the FOMO. Thank you, Reese. Right? So now, with the live service game aspects, the co-op, the multiplayer, you got to get it day one. If it's single player, you're like, I can get that later. I'm not going to miss anything. Right? What the hell's going on there? How do I jump down there? Can I jump down there?
That's your target. Nice. That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
I gotta... basically, once I get the supply thing, I gotta go back to the... and drop my stuff. Oh, he's dropping stuff over here.
He's getting ready to leave.
Or he's got so much stuff he doesn't need it. Control point, right? How the hell do I get out of here? I could easily wait a year for Ragnarok and get it for $40. Right. Or 2 years to get it for free. Right. Imagine PlayStation Plus will change, especially if you lose more subs this quarter. Yeah, we'll see. What do you mean PlayStation Plus has been around for a while? No, the new method of what they're doing though, Mo, as far as not the day one. I know you're a big pusher for Game Pass, right? I like Game Pass too. We're talking about how Game Pass. I personally don't like the way Game Pass is. Like the day games, I think is bad for the industry. I think the way PlayStation is doing it, like Ragnarok, Horizon Zero Dawn, like the brand new games come out, sell them up front first, full price, and then put them up on the platform after. It's better for the overall for the industry. Right now, we can't see the forest through the trees, so we look at Game Pass and say, "Oh, this is such a fantastic."
What a convenience! How awesome it can be! Yeah, and it's actually the downfall of gaming, because then you will truly never own a game. It'll just be online. You're purchasing the ability to play it.
Where are you guys? Well, you're over here. Oh no, he's over here. Oh, you're over here with him.
wanted the supply convoy because then the thing goes up to 4.
Incoming hostiles detected.
No way!
If there's a downfall of gaming, Game Pass is the symptom, not the cause. Sure. I'm not saying Game Pass is the one all be all. I mean, obviously the streaming service type stuff has been around longer than Game Pass, right? But look at the music industry, how it's completely shifted because of Spotify.
Completely changed.
Right? Look at Netflix and how the movie industry has completely changed and whatnot. Right? It's not even the same anymore, man. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. Less people are going to the movies. Half less people are going to the movies, and they're paying double the price. So when you see a movie make $2 billion like Avatar is going to do, just know that that's half the amount of people that saw Avatar 1, and it made $2 billion. Right? It's literally like 1.5. For every 1.5 people, no, how am I saying this? I'm saying it wrong. When Avatar came out, it was $5 average ticket price. Now it's $9, almost 10 on average, right? So literally 2 to 1, almost. It's almost a 2 to 1 ratio. So when you see Black Panther and Love and Thunder making all this money, that's what it is. It's literally half the amount of people that watched it originally. Because of streaming services. They'll just wait for it to come on Disney+. They'll just wait for it to come home so they can watch it on their television set. That's not streaming, though? That's an overreach? No, that's not an overreach at all. That's exactly why. All right, I gotta empty my stuff real fast because 47 guns. We'll just take this round. I don't care. Dude,
I've got so many things.
What's my season rank right now? 97. I'm almost at 100.
Control point detected.
But that season's over. I don't think you can go up anymore.
Yeah, no, it's not over. Season's still going.
Not over?
It's got 1 week, 5 days, and 5 hours. This is always going to change. The Sickie just made it happen sooner. Overreach by countries to the Sickie started us down this road for movies. Yes, but it sped it up, right? Even Bob Iger said that the streaming service for Disney Plus happened 5 years earlier than they wanted to do.
Is that how he's going to blame the market for him not being ready? Is that how
No, he said when it first came out, he said that they were going to lose money on the streaming service for 5 years. and we're only in year 2, so they have 3 more years to lose. Lurker says, still working on emotes over here. Can someone opt in for gifted? Yeah, if you guys are not opted in, seems like Lurker wants to gift some memberships here. So make sure you're gifted in. So when he does do a gift, you guys can accept it. Is opting in for Universal or for individual streamers? I think it's Universal, George.
Reinforcements incoming.
Oh, I got the audio glitch happening right now. I'm shooting and I hear no sounds. It's like I'm deaf.
Detected. New location. Guarded by hostiles.
We got a guy flanking behind us.
Freaking healing himself. He's in that circle. I gotta switch off my grenades. My grenades shit. I only did it to do a... Oh, I only have...
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, God.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
There's 2 guys over here. They're just healing up themselves left and right.
Gotta destroy the machine. Yeah, you gotta destroy the machine first.
Detected. New location. Guarded by hostiles.
He's just that shotgun dude.
It's like an auto shotgun.
No,
You reload.
I don't even think it's auto. It's just all you hear is ba 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 ba. Lurker with the gifted 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that very much, Lurker. Very generous. Big Mo gets the membership.
Detecting additional
Big
hostile
Bad Mo.
contacts.
Kevin George. Who else got the membership? Paul's Gaming Live got it. 2 more spots. 2 more spots. Make sure you have it opt in.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
More guys coming in.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
Where's that guy going?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Going through the other gate.
Full push.
An agent needs assistance. Hostiles guarding location nearby. An agent has gone offline.
Oh, we lost him.
DC didn't voluntarily leave.
I know. Because he was with us, he should be able to join us again, right?
Nope.
An agent is back online.
Go.
I'm full again. I gotta go to the White House too.
Yeah. Dragon Steak. Welcome to the Goonie Squad.
Unlocked. Supply room
Pretty
access
full.
unlocked.
We say what you guys are saying up here.
You can endorse
So, did
another
you watch
agent.
that thing about the D&D thing I showed you, where the beginning of the video is the end scene from Endgame?
Yeah,
Did you watch
yeah,
that?
yeah. Where you
Okay.
just put all the names. Yeah.
So I watched that, and I came to the realization of this, and it makes me feel good, but at the same time, I'm a little saddened by it. Right. So when I watched that scene, that whole end game of that movie,
right.
was the culmination of my entire childhood
Yeah.
thinking about how a superhero movie should be.
Right.
And should be shown on the screen with all the heroes that I grew up with.
Right.
When I see that, I always start to cry. My eyes start to water. I
Yeah.
start to cry when I see it, because there has been nothing like that since.
Right.
Nothing.
Well, that part where Cap grabs that hammer and goes, "Pah," you know what I mean? You're like, oh, like I remember
the whole theater.
Yeah, the whole theater erupted.
Exploded,
The whole theater erupted. Yeah.
The whole theater exploded. Absolutely. And I think about that, and I have not felt any emotion to any movie or show since.
Snake says the last time I went to the
Haven't.
cinema was to see Blade Runner 2049. It was £13
No,
and
I watch
$16.
things. I watch things on TV. I watch the rom-com stuff, but nothing has moved me as much as that end scene for that movie.
George says I've been in the theater twice in the past 20 years, I think. Because he says the downfall of the industry, as most cases, can be traced back to the greedy executives making decisions that line their pockets instead of the health longevity of the industry they are in. Yeah, but if you think about it, can you
Hostiles guarding location
can
nearby.
you blame them? You know what I mean? Like, if you're in an industry and you're like, man, I can make a lot of money here, you want to line your pockets and then retire. You know what I mean? Like, business is business. I understand that
Right.
they want to do that. That's if you're put in a situation where you work in a business, you're like, wow, I can make how much money?
But
All
at
right,
the
well-
same time, if that's all you care about,
Right.
then it's free game.
Right.
It's free game to figure out how to get you out of there.
They're just open world Division 2. They're running around checkpoint to checkpoint, clearing and looking for gear. Yeah, I'm not even looking for gear. I'm literally just playing to level up. I want to finish the season.
Well, I'm always looking for gear.
Yeah,
I'm always
and
looking
and,
for gear.
and then what I do is I'll run back over here. I'm just looking for certain pieces to level up certain pieces of gear right now.
Nice.
I'm slowly trying to. One, I do the recalibration station first. I go here. Oh, this is going to be the one. Yeah, I don't want to turn that one in. Oh, Carol, I don't want to do that. We're not doing that. I try to find stuff to upgrade first here, and then from that I'll go to
you do recalibration. You do the recalibration library first.
then optimization.
Then you do Then you do expertise.
Oh, is it expertise?
And then optimization.
Yeah, but expertise, you gotta have
The gun you're turning in. That's it.
the one gun. Yeah, the one gun.
Gun turning in. Yep.
No junk in this category. What? Right there. Yeah. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
And the cool thing was, when they used that video stop for the grouping up of all the independent people to fight against Hasbro.
Right.
I had the same feeling. It's the same exact feeling.
Oh, hello.
Which is funny
Whoever did
because
that was genius.
well,
Genius.
well, it's funny because you like the bad guys, right? You like the Decepticons. You like the Empire. That's what Hasbro is. That's what EA is. That's what all these companies are. But in this scenario, you're rooting for the rebels.
I don't root for the bad guys in real life. I'm not rooting for the cartels to win. Okay. Right. And by the way, did you watch the news story about the full attack in Mexico that they captured the guy's son? Did you watch that? You didn't watch that?
I didn't even know about it. Yeah, I don't even know
Oh
about it.
my god, dude, you got to look it up. Right? All of a sudden, I guess the chief of police in Mexico City, okay, and the president of Mexico apparently are not on the take for 2 months out of the year, apparently, and all of a sudden they sent out the entire police force.
What is it? The Purge?
Listen,
is that what it is?
They sent out the entire police force and military,
Okay.
right? They raided his house, they captured him, and then the minute that they captured him, all his guys tried to get him out, right? They attacked the police. So basically, remember the Patriot games with Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
When they're driving through the city and everyone's shoot at them, and they're in the little vans, right? That's what happened. They had him in the car, and
You
they were
drop the
trying to get
Scorpion?
him out of the cars.
Drop this thing.
I don't believe so. No. A lot of the stories haven't come out yet because they can't give you all the details. But like, maybe like good 15, 20 police officers killed. People are dying. They were using dump trucks and buses to block streets and lighting them on fire to try to funnel them into a specific area of the city. It's like a movie, bro. Like full on movie.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a movie of it down the road.
Basically had to hurry up and get him into the airport and fly him out of the city. That's what they had to do before his guys got him out.
And as he's on the plane, they're like, "Who do you want to play you in the movie, sir?"
Anything I can
It's
do
incredible,
for you?
man. I'm like, why does it take 10 years for you guys to make a move like that? Right? Regardless if it was political or not, it shows that they can do it. That's all. It shows that if you wanted to get something done, you can.
Oh, sure. But
That's the main point.
that's if a rat's cornered, it's going to get a way out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. People will find a way if they're pushed in the corner long enough, and they're tired of the shit. I'll have to look up the story.
Hi.
All right. My God. All right, let me go back to chat real fast. I already thanked Snake for becoming a Goonie. It's just open world. Got that. The whole map is a good farming. You can also target loot for farming. I love the target farming in this. If you're looking for something, it's the best. Every game from this point on, this should be the blueprint of it. Any kind of looter game should be what Division 2 is as far as specific loot, like targeted loot.
Like right, how to get loot? Yeah.
Modern gaming has removed nostalgic aspect for me. I often replay favorite games, but I'm just going to
An
replay
agent has left your group.
any live service. I just feel empty these days because of either I missed out or when the game was new or the game is dead. Right. It moves fast. It moves fast, George.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You can't replay a live service game. A live service game, you have to be on it from the start and go with it.
Did you watch that video I sent you about the guy who talked about how much money Fortnite makes and the downfall of gaming?
No.
Did you watch that one?
No.
Yeah,
I'll probably watch. I'll watch them all probably tonight when I get off. I just been making videos and whatnot and doing scripts and research and seeing remnants of it even in replaying Borderlands games. There's a whole strategy to getting level 50 weapons. That's not a thing. I don't want to do anymore. I don't know. I just got back into ESO and I don't feel left behind. There's always people like you that are new to the game. Sure, but
yeah, but that's an MMO. That's an MMO.
Right. I was just going to say that.
If we're going to keep changing the vocabulary, MMOs have been around for years
right.
and years and years.
MMOs are different.
Called them,
yeah.
Nobody ever called them a games as service. All they ever said was that it's an MMO, and we all know what the MMO is, right? Regular things release maybe once or twice a year, maybe once a year, a big one, but it's still just called an MMO.
Yeah.
Whereas a live service is a game where I'm trying to milk you for money every couple months. I'm putting something in there, trying to get something out of you, basically.
Steak, a lot of people are not on the hamster wheel anymore, right? Like, it's funny, because I literally just looked it up the other day. I stopped playing 2 years ago, 2 years and 1 month ago, Destiny, right? The last time I played it or touched it was been 2 years. And I always am around 2 to 3 years ahead of, like, I was angry about the game 2 years ago, and everyone was still on board, loving it and whatnot, and now everyone's, like, turning over. They're like, I'm done. I just can't take it anymore. And when people stop playing that game, like, it's like someone took the blinders off of you. You're like, oh my God, where am I? Like, you come out of a coma and you're like, wow, there's so many games I could play. So many different games I could play that are just so good that you didn't see. They're right in front of your face, but you had the glasses on. It's like almost wearing a VR headset of just wearing Destiny, right? The problem with Destiny 2 is they still haven't fixed the core of the game 6+ years into D3. Heavily needed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not broke.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's exactly the way. It's perfect.
It's not.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's not broke. That's why it took them 6 years to fix it.
Right. It's perfect. I don't know what you mean. Destiny, where it is right now, is perfect. They love it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I need projects. I need to do. We got resupply friendly control points. I need 300 of that. Complete bounties while grouped up. I need one more of those, and complete mission while grouped up. I need 3 of those. So that's for the weekly. So I need to go to a control point real fast and give them some supplies. So many games that actually reward your time instead of, yeah, exactly, controlling every tiny aspect of the game timing. Yeah. Respect the player's time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me the third time, fuck you, Bungie. Where is the bit?
Hate those outcasts.
Where the hell is the... There.
Thanks, Agent. Our supplies are really starting to run low.
Okay, I need to go to another control point.
They're gambling a lot on the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie coming out next month. That's for damn sure.
I'll tell you what, man. Well, the numbers are going to surge for that movie. You know why? They just got unbanned in China.
Well, it's because they kissed China's ass. That's
Yeah,
why.
so China opened up finally for the Wasp.
Right, Disney had to do a 180, and they had to kiss China's ass in order to get the movie released out there. That's why.
We've had better days. We're running
So-
out of supplies.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be a big hit for them, but I don't think it's a big hit. It looks bad. And did you hear the
A
story?
lot of CGI, man. A lot
I
of
know the CGI looks terrible. It looks terrible. And
All
get this.
CGI.
Get this. Every top-end, high-end CGI artist is revolting against working for Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah, I heard
They're
about- I read the
basically
article.
boycotting Marvel because they're underpaying the employees or whatever, and they want to basically unionize or whatever, and they don't want to work for Marvel. So Marvel is completely and utterly fucked right now.
They're gonna get the kids out of college, type of thing. The ones who are hungry, you know.
Sure,
They'll scrap together somebody.
sure, but you're still gonna have the problem where you look at the CGI and you're like, oof, that looks rough, right? Don't get me wrong. Like the guy who created Luke Skywalker's face deepfake on the internet was better than the ones that were working for the actual company, and then they hired the dude, right? Type of thing. But
Yeah. But that's how you should get hired, right? I'm watching something I could do better at. I show something on the web. I get hired now. That's the purpose of the internet. Like to be noticed.
I just hope that the guy that got hired was one of the diverse hires, because obviously,
Oh God.
you don't want to get the guy that's actually really good at the job. You want to get someone that's a checkbox that you get.
Yeah, he wasn't Indian, so they had to fire him.
Yeah. All right, I gotta do. I gotta do one more bounty.
I have to empty out all the cash stuff. Hang on.
All right, I'm going to 5 minutes. Circle runners. It's 19. Oh, it's 5 hours, 19 minutes. Did they have to cut it down to the short film because they're censoring China? Probably required. Yeah, I'm surprised though. I'll be honest, Mantis, that because Jonathan Majors is in the film, I'm surprised they're letting Mantis I'm surprised, Mantis, that they're letting him show Quantum Mania inside China because the black guy is the antagonist. I don't know. China doesn't like black guys for some reason. That's why they shrunk down Finn and shoved him over into the corner and put the helmet back on.
Did you
like
see,
it's so ridiculous.
Did you see the screenshot of MODOK from the Marvel movie? How bad the CGI was? It was just the guy's face that
Yeah,
was
it was like stretched out. Yeah, it looked terrible.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Did you see Scooby the dog and how Scooby is African American female? I don't know if that's real though. If
They don't, hasn't been proven yet. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if that's actually true yet. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't put it past them. Don't let Velma affect you? What do you mean? Like, don't watch it? Maybe they allowed it because he's the villain. True. Or he's a costume on the whole time. Perhaps.
Or they lighten his skin.
No, well, in the trailers, he doesn't look like he's got lightened skin or whatnot. I like Jonathan
Not
Majors.
not here. Not here.
I
but
just
when
watched.
he's there.
I just watched a round table with him and a bunch of other actors and stuff.
Detected from the control point in proximity.
All right, I'm empty. Where we gotta go?
I'm doing the bounty right over here. Disney would never turn down that money from China. Oh no, but China banned them for the longest time, Paul. They banned them. They literally just unbanned them from China. So Quantum Mania will make a lot more money for them.
Yeah, they did a deal recently. That's what happened.
That's because Iger's back in power.
I hear you really know how to use that weapon.
They need to make the color purple with all Asians. Yeah, I'm still trying to get over Scooby-Doo or Scrappy-Doo. See, I refuse to hate watch. I refuse to hate watch. I refuse to watch something to make content off of. Now, I don't hate the people that are doing it, but what's happening now is there's so many YouTube channels that are hate watching something that the numbers exponentially go up, and it looks like people are watching it and it's popular because people want to be a part of the hate watching, right? They're not even watching something they want to like anymore. They want to watch it because it's to make fun of. You know what I mean? It's like watching a really bad, like a bad movie, but it's a bad movie because it's just a shitty movie, not because it's trying to do something to make it loud and obnoxious type of thing. You know what I mean? Are you in front of the door? All right, I'm coming. Is there a rope over here? Yeah, right here.
So sick of this. Did I?
What
Signs critical.
just happened?
Agent out of action. Agent deceased.
Let's find some more assholes to kill.
I think it's genius. It's such a great bait and switch, recognizing that drama farmers. Yeah, well, that's just it, right? Like people are giving crap to these people that are making these shows. They're like they're doing it because they know it brings in views. Like people don't want to watch shows anymore. So like, how do we get people to watch shows? I know. Let's race swap their favorite. Right. Let's race swap someone that they really like in one of these things, or let's gender swap somebody in one of these things. And everyone's like, screw you! I can't believe it. And they make money off it. Now, kudos to those people making money. But now it's getting to a tipping point where more people are watching it to hate watch than actual watch it. And what's happening is there's a rumor that season 2 of Velma might happen now because so many people have watched it.
Yeah, but it's because they already shot it. It's not because people are watching it. They had the cartoons already in the can.
No, I don't think so. Unless they took one season and broke it up into 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was already done.
Target spotted, Sheriff. job. Cleaning up the streets one bad
Okay.
guy at a time.
Now I need to do two more
Nicely done,
missions.
Sheriff.
2 more missions. We got the DC headquarters. You want to do that?
Whichever one you want.
That's right here, son.
Yeah, there's no, I don't. That's full blown rumor. I'm pretty sure they have filmed. There were already people talking about it. How season 2 is coming out already. It's not because it was watched. It's because it was already out. The contract was for 2 seasons or whatever it was. It's animated.
Right, George. Think about it. Right, if on a YouTube video, it doesn't really matter if you hit the like button or dislike button. So the dislike they took away off of YouTube. Right, you can have a extension and you can see what the dislike button ratio is. So like Velma got like, let's say 7,000 likes, but then it got like 275,000 dislikes, right? That's still 200,000 people that watch the video just to dislike it, or they just hit dislike, which is still interactive, right? It's still interacting with it. So it's just funny to me that they go, because companies don't care. They're like, oh, that's interaction.
They're coming from the DCD complex.
We got a lot of people interacting with this
What's happening over
video.
there? We need to shut it down.
Now, obviously, it does work where things are so bad. They're like, yeah, we're gonna cancel it. But look at Lord of the Rings of Power. They're gonna continue making seasons of that, even though it's the lowest rated show, right? And then you get stats like this bullshit of Velma, right? Where it was the number one animated show on HBO this quarter or whatever. It's like, what other animated shows were
Yeah.
were on there? Even if there was
There
like
isn't.
one other or 2 others, congratulations, you beat the other 2. They make up stuff. It's the number one. You guys are watching my stream. It's the number one stream. It's the number one stream on Wednesday nights
Yeah, between 9 and 11.
between 8 and 8:10 at night, right? It's like okay, great. They just make up numbers, and they're like, wait a minute. If we don't show the numbers, then we can say and do whatever we want.
Get us some intel.
Yep. Listen, the whole conversation is the same. Ready? And it's this. They no longer control the narrative. Online stuff like Twitter and Gab and all these other places and Rotten Tomatoes, people get to say what they want to say now. Beforehand, nobody got to say shit and the critics ruled the world. Now everybody gets to say something and they can't control it. That's the deal. That's why they had to get rid of the dislike button. That's why there's all these conversations about all this racist hate, all this nonsense. It's because they cannot control the narrative anymore.
Your first priority should be to shut that down.
It's the best movie ever.
You're gonna hear this shit till the end of time now. Because they can't control what they want you to hear. That's it.
The best movie I reviewed today. Yeah.
Looks like the best way to take the lab offline is the decontamination protocol.
That's
Yeah.
just a fancy way of
This
saying
is why Congress was trying to get control of the internet,
They must have disabled the
so they
line.
can do what they want.
Fuel line in the
They
base.
can regulate it. They can do what they want. They can say what they want. They can control it, man.
Open the fuel line. That should give the decon protocol enough gas to run.
Did you see the thing that Louder Crowder just came out with?
Yep.
With the contracts that they're making people sign?
Yep.
I won't go into that, chat.
That's
But,
too long, dude. Not tonight.
Yeah, I won't go into that, but go check it out. It's a long thing if you're interested. Louder Crowder shows that basically, I'll give you the 10,000 feet real quick. Basically, both sides, Democrat, Republican sides, whatever. And I'm not trying to be political, but they're trying to control the narrative.
They're on the same.
Right.
They're on the same side.
So they're making content creators and news companies all sign contracts where if they talk about certain things, they basically get demonetized and they lose, on top of that, extra income up to 20%, 5% in Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and all these other things. It's crazy. It's crazy. They want to silence you, man. And if you play ball, you'll expand and grow.
Right, you'll make money and you'll
Right.
live.
But if you don't, then you'll be in oblivion.
Stay put once you pull the trigger, and you should be safe. Top floor. You can't miss it. It's right in the middle of the lab.
I was kind of annoyed he didn't name names. Yeah, I don't.
There's not many people that can afford that kind of contract.
I don't know if he'll say it down the road, Freeze, but it's messed up, man. I mean, I always knew it's a thing, especially working in the business. But when you hear it out loud, it's different. No, it lands differently. Because you got to play ball, man. You got to play ball. You grease my palms, I'll do what you say type of thing, you know?
Yep. Status quo. That's what it's got to be.
And sometimes, you know, as a YouTuber, people take those deals. And I'm not saying these companies I'm naming like League what's it called? Raid Shadow Legends, right? When people hate those games so much, but at the same time they're like, man, but I can make a cool $5,000 or I can make a cool $10,000 off of this advertisement, they're gonna do it because what hurts? You know what I mean? No skin off my back, type of thing.
End of the West Wing construction site. If they haven't been disposing of the corpses properly, we could have another outbreak on our hands.
But if you're a YouTuber and someone's like, hey, we'll push you out to these many people. We'll pay you this for that.
But here's your leash.
Right. If you go off script, you could lose $1,000, $10,000 every day.
100,000, up to 100,000. They're crazy fines, dude. Crazy.
Spread out and search for them. They could be anywhere.
The outcasts are using blood from an asymptomatic carrier. Someone who's infected but doesn't show symptoms. If I'm right, they're weaponizing green poison and turning it loose on the city. Destroy anything that might.
One thing's for sure, the world is not what you thought it was.
Right. I did see something about the mainstream / misinformation. I mean, who decides? Look at the Franco guy. He used to be neutral, but then he got labeled as the alt-right, so he started changing. Yeah. I mean, you're gonna do what's right for you and your family, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. Here's a perfect example, right? Obviously, I curse, right? But if someone approached me and was like, hey, Mike, we'll offer you a small amount of money, right? We'll offer you $2,000 a month for an advertisement, but you can't curse, right? I'll go, you know what? I could use that $2,000.
Don't let them break the back.
And all of a sudden, I don't curse anymore, right? Now, obviously, YouTube is doing the thing where they're stopping people from cursing regardless. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna do what you want to do because you want to be able to make it. You want to be able to succeed. You want to try to provide for your family or whatnot. And that's just a smaller example of things, you know? Who's firing? You got him?
Emmeline's the head of the outcasts. If she's an asymptomatic carrier, they've got an endless supply of the virus to play with.
Agent, your route out is going to take you to the DCD research library.
So I'm very curious on who decides what information and what is misinformation and what no and where that leads. Yeah, I don't know.
It's called they, right? And until you have names for they, that's all you can ever say it is. It's they. They. It's called the establishment or the status quo or whatever you want to talk about, you can always tell because if you watch different channels of news, you'll notice that they all read from the same script.
Right.
Doesn't matter what channel you're watching. If you record channel 4, 7, 10, 12, if you record those stations and go back and watch them later, you'll notice they're all reading from the same paper.
I'll read more chat in a second, guys.
The DCD's data analysis lab is just ahead. See what data you can grab for Kelso.
Data transfer initiated.
Yeah, I just recently saw released film footage that WikiLeaks released about the moon landings being fake.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They buried that shit. They buried that shit quick, but it's still out there if you look for it. I'll see if I can find the vid clip for you.
I mean, what I know about filmmaking and stuff and the technology of where it came from, I mean, they could easily have done that. Now, do I want to believe that? That's a whole nother story, right? We had this conversation like I want to say like a year and a half ago on this channel.
I don't think the outcasts are going to be able to do much else from here.
How do you stay neutral if the pitchforks come after you because you aren't critical of their enemies? Well, I don't think you can. I don't think you can stay neutral, right? Being neutral is picking a side. Do you know what I mean? For some people.
Dude, the issue is very simple. If it's almost like the same kind of damage if, let's say, after 35 years of life, you're told that both your parents aren't yours. How that changes your mentality. Like everybody, yeah, they lied to you, they loved you, but they never said you were adopted. All of a sudden, it comes out those aren't your parents.
Right.
Like, do you know how emotionally breaking in your mind that could be for some people?
Right.
Now imagine an entire culture of people being told after years and years and years that we went to the moon that we didn't go to the moon.
Right.
Think of what was based on going to the moon and what it caused and what things stemmed from it.
Right.
Because we did it.
What's real? It's the Matrix,
right.
man. It's the
would
Matrix.
Be all a lie. Right.
Right.
All of it would be a lie. Right. That would fuck people up. So I understand why they want to hide it, but sometimes you can't start over until you know the truth. It's time for some of these people just to go, and it's time to hear the truth. You can't grow as a culture if we're lying to ourselves the entire time. Right? And it becomes so goofy because the lie is out in the open, right? And everyone says, you're a conspiracy theory. We went to the moon. And I'm like, okay, cool, we went to the moon. Now, then why do NASA scientists live on the NASA channel talk about how we haven't left near Earth orbit yet? Like, and they talk about it logistically, because that's what they do. They're scientists. They're not there to lie. They're like, well, we're working on how to invent new ways how to get out of near Earth orbit. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean leaving near Earth orbit? We went to the moon. I'm pretty sure that's way outside near Earth orbit, right?
Right.
But it's not, right? That's how the lie's out in the open and how we did not go. Like, how do you have the discussion like that? How do you talk to scientists and they talk about the new capsule and what kind of shielding it has, and then another guy comes on, he goes, okay, well, the Van Allen radiation belt, we haven't figured out how to go because radiation is so strong it would kill anybody that goes through there. We haven't figured out the material that can block the radiation and be light enough to go into outer light. And I'm listening to this, I'm like, wait a minute, I don't understand. We had that tin foil before. Didn't that work real well? Didn't that tin foil on the little metal bar thing, didn't that work well the first time? You guys can't do that again? No? Something's weird.
I just watched a rocket lift off today. This morning a rocket lifted off. It was cool. Watch it right from my house. Let me see. Most people will change depending on what crowd they attract. The prime example is Russell Brand. He changed from pretty neutral guy to a complete drama farmer. There's obviously a griefing circuit out there with guaranteed clicks. Sure. Pitchforks only come after online. No one cares in real world. It's true. Yeah. Pitchforks are... Yeah, you want to see pitchforks, though, in real world. Look at Brazil. Right? Brazil's got pitchforks. Their whole election was a scam.
Just remember, anytime someone says someone's lying about something, if the person has the proof that they're lying, but the other person never says anything, they don't defend their position. They just stay quiet. Right? That's how you know. Right? Because if what I say is real and it's the truth, then I have the facts to back it up. But if I'm called a liar and I know I'm lying and I can't prove it, well, then I have nothing to say, dude.
Right.
Otherwise, I'd want to prove myself.
People were pissed off. General, yeah, BLM. Well, that's a whole scam, right? That's a whole scam. God. I don't want to get too far into these conversations, guys, because there are people where we all get along. We all get along, but a lot of people, for some particular reason, start to get angry at certain other people for
all I know from BLM is there are good riots and bad riots all of a sudden. Apparently someone had decided that there's a such thing as a good riot and a bad riot. I didn't know that. Now I know.
Getting to the moon, I couldn't get my head around, but it's getting back from the moon. That's the wow factor. Here's the thing for the basic, right? I have problems ordering fast food from 20 feet away through an intercom system, right? Think about that, right? You're in a car, and I pull up to something, and I'm like, hey, I would like a burger and fries, and then they mess up the order, right? These people are literally thousands and thousands of miles away, and they're like, hey, this is Houston. How are you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Right? Like, I believe in the space shuttle, right? I believe in the space station going around. I can see it. Like, you can see it. I've seen it through a high-powered telescope. I've seen it in.
You don't even need it. You don't even know how.
I know.
To watch a space station go by.
I know, but I've seen it. Right? I believe in that. I do believe that we went to the moon, but at the same time, I look at it and go, how did we? Like, sometimes I push a button on my controller and it doesn't work. Like, how are you? You know what I mean? I don't want to get into it, but also we didn't land on the moon. But you know what I mean?
But once again, the issue is, if I tell you that, and it's real, it breaks something inside of you.
Oh.
Which is why people get upset when you say certain things, because they realize that if what you're saying is true, then the foundation of my belief system is fractured.
Right.
And sometimes that messes people up.
Did we do the bank headquarters yet today? We didn't do the bank headquarters, right?
You still have to do one? I thought you did 2 missions.
That was
2 missions.
I need to do 3. I need to do 1 more.
3 missions.
Yeah.
All right, pick one.
Did we do the bank? I don't want to do the same one over again, so... I don't think we did the bank. No. We did the bunker. Oh, I love that, Reese. The birds aren't real. Me and my wife joke about this every single day because we see all the birds like fly over us and they land on the power wires. And she's like, "Look, the birds are charging." I'm like, "Yep, they're charging."
Listen, I'm not sure
Correct.
how much you guys are paying attention, but I saw Boston Robotics robots, and I'm pretty
You're gonna
sure
need to get the
they're going to
access
put guns
codes to
on
the
them, and
vault
I'm
to
pretty sure
recover
that's
the item
basically the
Hyena
first
stole from Air
first
Force.
They already
steps
have
into
them.
robot
Hyena
versus
That's already-
robot
that's-
wars.
that's already a thing, though.
Office will have a key card that should give you access to the vault.
That's been a thing for like 10 years.
Yeah, but now it's out in the open again. It's they're talking about it. You see it. The little dog's got a gun on it. Like, okay. Skynet isn't that far off, guys. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
Skynet-
the fact that there's already a company called Skynet in real life, that should scare you.
Yeah. What I think would be more interesting is that when did you find out that company actually came into existence? Did it come after Terminator? Did somebody name themselves Skynet after the movie?
Of course they
Like,
did.
You know what I mean?
Of course they did. What came first, Skynet or Skynet? The company or the movie? Why I play video games, man? I just like having
Going out.
conversations and just enjoy your life. This is why I lead a simple life. I enjoy hanging out with my family on the weekends, during the nights and stuff. During the week, I hang out and do this. We all need our sanity in some way, shape, or form, you know? There's my time, there's your time, and then there's family time. Is China there? I've never been there. I mean, look at the special effects we have in movies, you know what I mean? Like, some of that stuff, you're like, man. I mean, if you watch a movie like, what's that other one? With Matthew McConaughey and, was it Solaris? No, it wasn't Solaris. Interstellar.
I never watched it.
Right?
It's supposed to be good.
Like the special effects and stuff in that movie, man. By the logic of some of these people that watch movies nowadays, they'll be like, well, you can't be an astronaut unless you're really an astronaut. Like type of stuff. You're like, well, they really went to the moon. They really went to outer space. They really... You know, Tom Cruise wants to film in outer space? Like, he wants to film a movie in outer space.
Checking for the key card.
Disney believes in China, so it must be
Looks
real.
like that key card is the one we were looking for.
Oh, did you hear, Sarge? Iger, he's changed the policies of Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's giving free parking again to the people that stay at the resorts.
Oh wow.
And then one of the heads inside of Disney was like, "It wasn't Iger. It was me. I listened to the people of the people that come in, and I interview them and find out what they want." Bitch, we've been saying for 5 fucking years that or 3 years that you need to stop charging for parking at resorts when people are already paying. Now, obviously, they're just going to turn the cost. Yeah, they're just going to. Yeah, they'll just put it in the resort fee. Make the resort fee higher. And they're opening up. There's no more reservations starting in March. No more reservations for pass holders where you can after 2 o'clock, so you can just show up to the park like we used to.
Oh, you mean no more leash? After paying $500, $600 a person, no more leash? Gee, thanks. Here's one for you. How about you get rid of the pedophiles? How about that? You call me when that happens. You call me when the pedophiles are gone, Disney, and then we'll talk. Done listening to that stuff.
This is a lively show tonight, guys. Whacked Out Wednesdays.
Authentication successful. Access granted. Hostile radio intercepted.
Alarm! Fucking division got into the vault!
It's cool. We moved the president. He's tucked away nice and cozy upstairs.
Holy shit. They pulled the president out of the wreckage. Agent, you've got a new assignment. Find out where the president is being held and get him back. Sync Isaac with the bank's security system. There should be a data center near.
Is Andor worth watching? I gave up on Boba Fett after 2 episodes and heard Obi-Wan was bad. Yeah, don't watch Obi-Wan or Boba Fett. Supposedly Andor is a really good show. I haven't seen it myself yet, but
what's going on with Obi-Wan? I thought it was supposed to be good.
No, Obi-Wan's terrible, man. It craps all over what it is.
Does it? Shocking.
You didn't watch it?
No, of course I didn't watch it.
Did you watch Boba Fett?
Beginning search query.
Don't do it.
I told you I'm done.
Bad Batch is good.
Done.
You can watch Bad Batch.
Big boy ran up on me on the left side. Watch yourself. He's coming around the back.
He's down below. My gun, I put it too close or too far away from the fucking edge. Damn it. Like a bantha. So freaking bad, man. Even Tamara Morrison was like, dude, this is not Boba Fett. I lost complete and utter respect for Robert Rodriguez after Boba Fett.
Search query finished. Subject located.
President Ellis. On the helicopter on standby to extract him.
Lockdown procedure initiated.
That doesn't sound good. Isaac, do you have a way out of the vault?
Searching for a way out of the vault. 0 matches.
Piece of shit wristwatch. Okay, let me see. If you can punch through the west wall, there's a maintenance tunnel running alongside your position. It's a long shot, but it's the only one we got. Isaac, plot a path to the president's location.
Highlighting most expedient route.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch, it actually worked.
did you see
Thanks,
that?
Isaac.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna stay quiet. I'll save that for later.
Go ahead, Sarge. Open the door.
Why is there trash in the elevator?
On the side out of mine. Did Disney get his tax breaks back? No. No, they're
No,
they're
Meaty Creek thing's over.
yeah.
That's a big deal now. Now the state of Florida goes after Disney for taxes for
Yeah.
real estate.
I'm afraid right now of what's gonna happen like on certain roads over by Disney because they used to have Disney police there, and you could drive a little bit faster or whatnot. Now they're gonna have to they're gonna stage real cops there, and that's gonna ruin getting to Disney a little bit faster now, or I should say a little bit slower now.
Give him an earpiece and get him on comms.
Hello, President douchebag. Hey, Mr. President, I thought you didn't like AR-15s. Thought ARs weren't good.
It's gonna feel like Carline now.
Heads up. We're inbound to your location. Coming in over the HU. Keep your heads down. We're gonna make a hole.
Where are you going?
What the hell is this giant cable that came down over here next to me? It's not even a cable, it's like a big fucking metal pipe. You see this thing? I've never noticed that before. It's attached to the helicopter, I guess, to make it stand still.
We see you. Clear to attach. Go, go, go.
That was weird, it just appeared.
Hostile radio intercepted.
Well, that's a load of shit. Kill every last one of those fuckers. I want them dead. Roach, our gear supply will dry the fuck up if word gets back to the rest of the council that we lost the president. We'll get him, ma'am. Fuckers aren't going anywhere but down.
All right, don't start throwing shit yet. Give me a minute.
What do you need?
Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Level 98. Level 99. Really? There's one guy left up there. Okay. Yeah, I like the turret because it keeps them at bay. 'Cause it keeps their heads down and stuff. Okay. Project finished. And I think I'm really close to, yeah, like really close to leveling up to 100. So is there a control point or something? Yeah, north of us. Let's turn that up to 4 or whatever. Have you tried the summit? Getting more targeted looting? Yeah, I tried the summit. We tried it a while ago when it first came in. I know they approved it. We played it, I want to say like a month and a half ago. We played
when you're
it.
Spec'd out and you play 4-player, it goes smooth. But when you don't, it's you can make more XP by walking around here than you do going in there.
What
The good news about going into the summit though is you go for the gear that you actually want though. That's the bonus.
Well, yeah, targeted loot and stuff. Yeah.
That's how I got the loot. That's how I got the thing I'm wearing right now, which is the reason why I'm able to do all these mines everywhere.
They come on over here, don't they?
Start enjoying the little time you have left on this world. There are plenty of hidden pleasures on offer. The hyenas can show you where to find them.
I think they come out over here by the truck.
They're fighting somebody over here, stopping them from coming over here.
Progress halted. Manual override required.
Enemies want you to stop living life and build the city they
They're fighting against Black Tusk or something over here and stopping them from coming around the corner.
the rule book long ago. If you want freedom, join us.
Stop it, you heathen! For I am Boba Fett. Yep, that's right, Boba Fett, Slave 1. I summon thee. Pick up the Boba Fett.
Access key detected.
The map looking promising in Power Wash Simulator. Can't wait to see how annoying to clean it. We're gonna play it. We're gonna play it on here because it comes out the 31st, which will be done with. Or I could play it on
The recording.
like Tuesday or whatever with instead of playing Battlefield 2042. I played Brewmaster, beer brewing simulator over Xmas. Surprisingly chilled and educational. Is that on PC or is that on Xbox or PlayStation?
Guys are still over there fighting. Hit it.
Manual override required.
Boba was a badass in Mando. This is which is why I was surprised they replaced him with bitch Boba. No, you mean Beta Fett.
Beta Fett, yeah. Exactly.
Friendly control point nearby.
Are we going towards the control point now? No.
No, you gotta clear the zone.
We didn't even do
Stupid
this
thing
yet.
Never cleared.
This is not done yet.
I know. I'm trying to kill the guys over here that's stopping you from clearing. It's some retard running around the town who's labeled as I was on that mission. What now? Got it?
Yep, there it goes.
So mental. Alright, Steve's part of it now. Unless you kill Steve, can't have it. We're gonna have to do it on 3 because nothing else around it's inactivated.
I'm already at level 100. I just went up.
Oh, okay.
Like just now.
Alright, good.
Alright, let me see. What time is it? 10:30. I'm gonna go back to the base and
Unload.
unload. I forgot they called it power wash instead of pressure wash. Yeah. It's the Tomb Raider DLC coming out. There's gonna be so much to do. That's a live service game, by the way. I can't wait to just zone out and start spraying stuff again. I'll tell you what. I wish I want to put this out there. I wish you could change. I don't want microtransactions. I just wish you could change the sound of the pressure washer. Like with the water instead of like it's some like, I don't know. You could do a sound, different sound for it or something. Brewmasters on Steam. Calibration. That's the only one I have.
I had a discussion at work. People were fighting me over the fact of who Bonesaw was in the first Spider-Man movie. And I was like, "Are you guys serious right now?
You mean Macho
You
Man
guys
Randy
don't know
Savage?
who Bonesaw? Exactly. It's exactly who it was." They're like, "That's not Randy Savage," and I'm like, "Okay."
Oh yeah.
Who's ready to lose some money?
Oh yeah. You know.
I got you for 3 minutes. He always sounded like he was constipated. That was like his thing.
Yep.
Hi.
Oh, so what you can do, bro, by the way, is come over here to the vendor.
Hold on one second. I'm doing through my stuff.
After you're done. Hey, after you're done. I'll show you what to do.
Pistol. Oh. Nope. I forgot to do. We got backpack. Doot, 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 doot. Dude, I didn't even know about all this other stuff down here. I keep backing out too far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also got 4 of these. Oh.
It feels so good to sit down. My back was killing me.
Um. All right. How close am I to optimizing? Not close at all. I'm still missing a bunch of stuff there. I gotta go to my see how many my watch, how many upgrades I do today.
Always good to see you, Agent.
Do you have all your stuff filled out yet for all your watch?
For this, I'm down to the last box, about halfway.
I'm 3 away to filling up my second box. All right. Chat here. Oh, I forgot to call it Power Watch. Okay, I already saw that. Better trademark than it might steal it. Yeah, Brewmaster's on Steam. I'm going to make a brain washer game. Cleans the world. Different farts every trigger pull. Wet, dry, toilet ringer, explosive. Yes, every time you just pressure one, it's just making all these. That'd be pretty funny. I swear I saw an ad that mobile game today where a female farted, Toshi gas cloud, and a male inhaled it, smiled, and then took on the bad guys. Went by so fast I questioned what I saw. So, are you just farming experience now? Yeah, that's all I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my guns up, right? So the build I want is what I have. I want the LMG, and I want my assault rifle, and I'm just trying to max them out to its fullest, and then we'll go on to the next thing. Is basically what I want to do. It's more of casual, just playing with Sarge and bullshitting like we've been doing. That's it. I'm not trying to do anything in particular.
Go to the vendor.
Yeah.
Hello, Agent.
Come by.
Pleasure to see you.
Okay.
What he's got. Right now, pick the top weapon. Does it say rank 10 in the corner?
No, it just says burnout. And it says, oh no, it says 0, rank 0.
Okay, so move one gun down because that's a special weapon because it's got a name on it. What's the next one down? Tactical AUG, right?
0.
0. Okay, so if you buy 20 of those guns,
Right.
then you can break them down in the expertise station and then get proficient in it. Instead of having to find the gun 20 times, you can just buy the gun and break it down. So if you're trying to get the professions up, that's how you do it. Every week you check all the vendors and you buy the guns you don't have.
Yeah, but why do I? But if I don't care about those guns, like if I don't use the burnout, then
If you don't use it, that's fine. But is your gun on the list? You should get that up to max, and then
no,
did you
I'm using-
optimize your gun? Is my question. Did
well,
you
that's what
optimize your gun?
That's what I'm trying to do. I don't have the resources to optimize my gun. I have the chameleon, and then I have the I think I'm using the stoner as my other one, as my LMG. Let me see.
What are you missing for resources to upgrade the chameleon? What are you missing?
I gotta go back over there to look, don't I? I'm missing I am missing. I gotta upgrade it, I think, once or twice. Two more times. One more time. I need 36 more assault rifles, I guess. Hold on, let me see. Show resources. Yeah, I need assault rifle alloys. Is what I need because I have 36 of 75, and then I need 10, which is so weird because then that's what I just bought. What is that one? That is True Sons Tactical Assignments is what I need. I need 25 of those. I have 10. And then that'll level up that. And then for my stoner,
Good to see you. You need
my
anything?
stoner I need. Oh, I can optimize that now. But then that'll make less. I'll do it though. I'll do it because then that'll be closer. My stoner is complete. That's maxed out now. That's a god roll. Yeah, so that's it for that. And now for my assault rifle, now I'm gonna need some. I'm gonna need some stuff now. I just spent. Yeah, I have 7 of 10, so I need 10. 10 more. 10 more of those. 7 of the tactical stuff, and 14 of the assault alloy. And then that one's done.
Good to see you.
We got 8 different builds, so it's becoming a brain melt. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even done. I have tons of stuff I could do in this game, like my specialists and stuff. Like I'm working on technician right now. I'm just kind of just like I said, I'm just like kind of like relaxing, just playing games, bullshitting with Sarge, playing with friends. That's it for this. I'm not doing this as a grind. When a new game comes out, like a Transformers Reactivate or
Big selection.
I don't know, another looter that comes out, I'll dive into that and I'll have something to like really go for. With a game like this, it's 4 years old. There's no content that I want to like go do, so it's just like whatever.
My number for CXP earned for fucking the week, the number is ridiculous.
Yours is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 87 million. I'm at 7 million. I get my weekly cash.
I've been grinding just a bit.
What's he selling here?
Do you want something?
Marksman rifle. Black market.
I appreciate the trade, agent.
I'm gonna log off.
All right, man. Thanks for playing.
Later.
Later.
You are no longer.
Is Marvel's Avengers 2. Yeah. Yeah. I'll play it. I would play it. Halo Xbox 343 took a franchise and ran to the ground at the least isn't the face of Xbox. Wait a minute. Yeah, well, did you see the report that Microsoft is basically they've changed the box art of the Xboxes that are selling right now. That Starfield is all over the box. So they've basically taken Starfield and made that like the franchise of Xbox, which is so weird to me if you think about it. It's like you had a franchise that people loved and you flushed it down the toilet. Okay? And then all of a sudden now you're trying to do another one. You want me to buy that one, Sean? All right, I'll buy that one. bought. There you go. Right? And they just flush it. They just flush it down the toilet, man. I don't understand. Like, hey, we have a franchise here, and they literally said that this won't break. It will not make or break the franchise of Halo. And then you hear the reports of they've completely destroyed 343, where the leaders of it have left. Bunch of people lost their jobs. And they basically don't even have a team now to do anything with. It's so stupid. Exactly, Reese. Exactly. When you say your main franchise on the box is not going to make or break the franchise, and then that happens, that's brutal, man. That's brutal. It's sad. It's sad to see it. You hate to see it. Sad to see it. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out real quick, guys, on the stuff I've been doing, right? In the mornings when I do these talks with the, I like doing the format, but at the same time, like obviously, me and Loner are buds. I was doing the format. He does it better. I'm trying to kind of follow suit with the way he does his format, right? Obviously, I'm brand new at it, but I don't know if I like doing the one all topic. Now, I know it's good for the algorithm of YouTube. Put a YouTube, a thumbnail up, talk about that one topic. But I want to ask you, because you guys come to my channel, you guys are here every single day watching. How do you guys like the format that I've been doing for the last week and a half of just one content, talking about that one piece of content, and then as around about 45 minutes in, we can talk about other things, right? Do you like what I've been doing, or are you kind of like, I don't know about this? Because obviously, on one hand, my channel wasn't growing doing my old stuff, but the new way I'm doing it, like I'm looking at these videos, right? I'm looking at some of the videos. Hold on one second. Let me go back to switch out. I'm looking at the videos, and like my live streams that we did, we had over 100 and something this morning. I think it was 112. Since the live show, I've only gotten an additional 13 or 14 views on that live section. So even if it's up front with that video, it doesn't seem like it's going out and like finding people, right? Yet when I go to a video upload, we did a Starfield one earlier tonight. It's already surpassed the overall viewership that I got this morning with what it is. So I'm so confused on what to do, and obviously I'm the content creator, but I want to make stuff for you guys. So I'm kind of like opening it up to like, I want to know feedback. Now, obviously giving the feedback doesn't mean I'm going to change it in any way, shape, or form, but I just want to know if it's working, if you guys like that type of content, or would you rather me upload? Now, the Skull and Bones one epically failed, right? Epically failed, the upload that I did the other day. I don't know why. People just don't care about Skull and Bones, which is fine. I just won't make another piece on Skull and Bones like that. But Hogwarts is good. Starfield is good. The outside type of stuff, like the Xbox Bethesda event I didn't really take off very well. So I know what's working and what's not working as far as uploads go, right? Transformers is working for me. Darker Dungeon worked okay for me. So I guess what I'm asking is, should I make a video, and at 10 o'clock in the morning, do I upload that video for you guys, and then I just go live and we kind of just talk? Or do I take that first 10 to 15 minutes of that video and then make it? Here's Creature. Let's see. I don't know what you're talking about. Skull and Bones is going to change the way that we're looking at the world gaming. Yeah. It's gonna be the best thing since sliced fucking bread. Well, you saw that video, right, Creature? Like, I launched it, and it got 54 views. I was like, holy Christ. It's literally the worst video. I haven't had a video never make it into triple digits, okay, on this new channel. This one made 54. I was like, yeah, we're not making any more of Skull and Bones. Uploading and live streaming on the same channel hurts somehow. I don't know, and that was one of my concerns. I was talking to Creature, and Krebsy said something to me, and the feedback you guys gave me was good, because I was like, I don't know. I don't know if the live stream... I don't know if I should just do uploads, right? I don't know if I should just do uploads on this channel, and this live streams at night I'm okay with, like, the gameplay-wise. But I don't know if I should do live streams like the Daily Grind on my main channel, and then just do uploads on this channel, and then do gameplay on this channel. I don't know. I don't know. GXG has gained stuff on this channel as the podcast. Like, the viewership there has gone up live and also afterwards. My advice is do drama channel. It's in the AM. Title it XZY will fail, or XZY will shut down. Haters up for good. Maybe you're not wrong though, Reese. Maybe you're not wrong. Sliced bread can't get off the boat though. It's a tough one. Ubisoft is pulling. Yeah, they're actually not true anymore. YouTube is rectifying that. Rectifying what? Rectifying what, Creature? You know what I think works really well is React videos, but doing it in live instead of pre-recorded. I think Asmongold has kind of nailed it, but he does that on Twitch and then uploads it onto YouTube. And this is a gaming channel, so upload content and live streams are in separate funnels. Oh yeah, no, I get it. But all the live stream stuff that I've put up, when I look at my metrics, Creature, they don't go up past, like, they go up very little as after it goes up, right? So like live, we're getting like 100 views, 150 views or whatever, and then when it goes into the aftermath, nothing, like barely nothing. Excuse me. Give me a call tomorrow after you do the grind. We'll go over it all. All right, all over it. Okay. Single topics are probably more work. Have you kept it rolling means more time preparing? Yeah. No, I'm doing a lot of prep work. More than I used to. And I used to do a lot, but I used to do it in a way, and I'm not used to doing it the new way yet. I don't know if I like it yet. The way I work, Lurker, is that I read a lot. And I put it and I store it in my head, right? And I used to put like show notes on pieces of paper. I just have notes and notes and notes and notes of stuff. I have binders of stuff. What I've been doing now is that I've been writing a whole script, right? And then when the morning stream starts, I go over the script, and I also kind of do, like, even though there's a script in front of me, I might do bullet points and just information. And I like it, but at the same time, I don't. I'm getting more comfortable because, like a sports athlete, I always review my stuff afterwards, right? Like Peyton Manning used to review the tape after he did the toss, or Tom Brady. I'm the same way. Like, I watch my videos, I see what I'm doing, how much long I'm spaced out for silence and whatnot. I constantly talk. If you look at my videos, I'm constantly keeping stuff vocal, keeping it moving. The problem, and this is not calling anybody out here, the problem with the live show is if there's no interaction with the live stream and I'm done with my show notes, right? If I'm done with my show notes and I'm like, all right, let's see what you guys have to say, blah, blah, blah. And there's like nothing on a topic. If you don't like the certain topic, it literally just, it's like crickets. right? And I'm like, okay. And now in my head, I'm like struggling, right? Because I'm like, all right, well, I gotta, let's bullshit. When it's back and forth with you guys, that's the best. The time goes by super fast. And this isn't me not saying this out loud to you guys, so you guys give me fake interaction or anything, right? Like, obviously, you could tell if there's a topic that people are interested in, they'll start talking in chat. If they're not interested in it, they're just like, yeah. Right? And you could bail. We could bail on that topic and move on to another thing. But the prep work, when I'm done here tonight, I literally have lists. I mean, look, I don't know if I can show you. Like, I have Google Docs. I have pages and pages of different topics that I've written, right? I've already recorded 2 or 3 videos. They're ready to go. All I have to do is edit them with the video gameplay and stuff like that, or the trailers. You just need a nemesis to liven up your channel. Are you volunteering, George? You volunteering? My advice is worth shit. So with that said, go political. Yeah, I don't know much about political stuff. Not enough to keep a conversation going for a long period of time. Yeah, I'm used to host open mic nights in my city. I had to have 3 hours of songs to play in case no one turned up and play. Not even Springsteen plays 3 hours. Right, Snake? It's hard. It's a hard thing. I noticed that I'm just not knowledgeable to add to most chats. I'm just silly most of the time. But George, that the banter back and forth, even when you make jokes and whatnot, I mean, keeps me talking, right? And keeping me talking has other people come in and then they start to do stuff as well, right? I don't know about the mornings. Today was popping. I'm not sure there's anything to change about the evenings. The 3 Let's Plays and GXG work well in POV. I'm not. Yeah, it's not this stuff. It's not the video gameplay at night is fine. I get very little viewership, but the interaction between the people that like watching the gameplay, that's all it is, right? It's my live streams of the gameplay, even though it's not members only, it's basically like a members only type of event, right? It's giving you guys more stuff for me being live, to talk, to have conversations, to be loose about this as we're talking about stuff. The podcast at the end of the week, at night, like tomorrow night, GXG, that's like the ending of the week, right? That's all the news stories that we have. It's me and Sarge talking. It's interacting with chat. That's fine. I'm happy with Generation X gaming. It's one of the best things. I look forward to that. It's that morning slot that I just don't know what I should do. You know what I mean? I think you're going through some pretty natural hills and valleys of growth, channel, with that exception of your CRT. Sure. I'm just trying to figure out the motion of it in the morning. I'm battling myself of topics. There's plenty of topics to talk about. It's just I don't know if I like that format, I guess is what I guess I'm talking about. Send me talking points. That could be your CNN. Right? And I don't know. I don't know if the morning channel. All right. So, for instance, the live service Suicide Squad talk, right? We got 176 viewers. 84% of that is subscribers, and almost 16% is not subscribers. Okay. Overall, my channel for subs and let me see, subs and 68% subscribers, 31% not subscribed. It's actually pretty good, right? That's actually pretty good. At least I'm happy with that. Right? Meaning the people that are watching my videos, a lot of people you'll see have like 50, 60% of people that are not subscribed to their channel. right? I have 31% of my viewership that's watching or not subscribed, meaning everybody else is we're almost at 70% of subscribers, which I think that's pretty good. I'm at 68.7% subscribed, 31.3% not subscribed. Yeah, I can see where it'd be tough to go away from your older format where you just talked about everything. Now you have a limit of what you're doing. Right. The debate you had with Lono last Friday was really great. I think it's a very natural combination that's been true since the Roundtable days over 6 years ago now. Oh yeah, well that's never a problem, but that's also a lot of you are from that neck of the woods, right? You guys watched me from the Roundtable and came over here years ago, and other people are starting to come over now. But the people that are there, actually, when he did the call to to arms for people to come over, very few people came over and subscribed, and I'm okay with that because his fans are loyal to him, and I'm okay with that, and I'm okay building my own fan base and people over here, viewers over here, right? A lot of you cross over from both things. I would say a good 60 to 70% of you are from that and come over here. It's just the majority of those people didn't come over here, and I'm okay with that. So most of this is natural growth from me making the Gotham Knights videos, me making the Transformers videos, getting people to come and look. So I'm trying to build up that. And obviously, if I make Transformers videos, those hit 1,500, 2,000 views. If I make Gotham Knights videos, that hits 2,000 views. Like, those are easy things to know that I can make content for, but there's nothing to make content about as of right now. So I'm trying to find these other things. Now, Hogwarts is coming out, and that right now is a toss-up, right? That's a toss-up right now. I like doing the talks with Lono. That's always fun. Curious questions about the stream's topic of drive chatters to give their thoughts. It's a way to get engagement. You also need to title the stream to tag it and to appeal to what people are looking up. Oh yeah, well I do that. I mean, the titles I have when I looked up are high-end titles, like they're high search volume. Almost every metric on this channel is trending to the positive, with the exception of your CTR. The CTR hovering around 2.8 is just a huge red flag. Haven't been around in the mornings lately, but usually watch your streams early evening. I appreciate it, George. Obviously, there's lots of people that don't even know that they're still over, like the subscribers that from 30 and Still Gaming. I put a post up there in the channel over there to let people know that, hey, we're over here. Someone reached out today and said that the link wasn't working. It is now. But a lot of people didn't even know I moved over here, right? So, but I really think the almost 1,400 people I had over there, I mean, obviously, everyone that was active over there is over here now. So, I gotta give Monster Hunter Rise a go when it releases on Game Pass on the 20th. That's, what day is it now? I mean, I could give it a try, Brain, if we have people to play in 2 days. So Friday it comes out. I could maybe play a little bit, record a bit, and then upload it a bit. And maybe give a, because I don't go live. So maybe late at night on Friday, I could give it a go. Like play with you or play with somebody and see how it goes. Yeah, I love making content. I do. I love talking about the stuff. I love talking about video games and the news stories. But the amount of preparation, it's starting to take a little toll. I'm trying to keep up with it, but to do all the live streams, because I'm still, and this is not me going like woohoo, feel bad for me. I'm a stay-at-home dad, right? So my son's at school in the mornings, and I got to take stuff around the house because I live on a farm, so I do stuff around the premises in the mornings, and then I stream. So the amount of prep time that I have is from like right now to when I go to bed, right? Which is like an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I wake up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then I start my day, and then I do my stuff, and then I sit down at like 9 o'clock, and then start putting stuff together here, and then go live at 10, right? So there's like this motion of stuff that's happening, and I'm just like, I can't sit down and do all the stuff. So to prep work, to write and figure out stuff for the next morning, and then also edit and then make videos for the uploads, and then also try to do, I can do it, but at times I'm like, I get motivated and I want to do it, and then other times it's just like, yeah, this is too much. And I have to watch stuff, right? I have to watch stuff. So I watch most of my videos and stuff to get information at like 2 times speed. Okay, 1.5, 2 times speed, so I can see it in half the time and listen to it, and then start get my thoughts together, and then start writing stuff. I'll meet you in New Zealand if you want to start playing my. Yeah, let me meet you in New Zealand. I'll book my plane ticket right now on my Xbox. 4 a.m., but I always enjoy your chat whenever I'm around. Well, I appreciate that. New release on console, you should be well sought video either way. True. Good old New Zealand. That's right. We played in New Zealand a lot. We fly to New Zealand. We have freaking flyer miles to New Zealand. And then I watch a video for an info, and it was just a waste of time. They're always frustrating. Right. There's videos I watch, and I waste like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, oh, that's gone. There's just a lot. I'm trying to get used to it. I didn't know today that, and I hate when I do this, Lono, we the last couple days, obviously news is news, but I did the Xbox thing today. He did it this morning as well, right? Excuse me. Not the Xbox thing. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what I did this morning. That's how bad I is. What did I do this morning? We did Starfield upload. What did we do? Yeah, well, Harry Potter. We did the Hogwarts. I did Hogwarts. He did Hogwarts. I did Skull and Bones. Then he did Skull and Bones later that evening or later that afternoon. Like, we're right on the same pulse, which is cool, because Friday when we talk, we're on the same page because we're doing the exact same. We're doing the exact same topics. You know what I mean? And I watch Lono when I'm in Carline after the fact. I'll pop in, see him live, or I'll go watch his old stuff that he did in the mornings. So I don't know what he's doing until after I'm done. And then I see it and I'm like, oh, damn, we did the exact same thing. I'll find a flow. Yeah, I know. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's nerve-wracking. Monster Hunter Rise, was that the game that Fate Walker was played? Yes. It's now coming on. It's now coming to Xbox. I noticed they have the same videos. Yeah. Important thing to remember, though, is people aren't coming to Lono for the news. People aren't coming to Mike for the news. They're coming for each other's opinions about the news. Right. And that's why I don't care that I do the same topics. I'm actually kind of glad we do the same topics, especially if we're doing a Friday show and we both have the same topics that we've been doing out throughout the week. He's got his point of view. Sometimes we cross as far as the same type of thought process. Then there's other viewpoints that he's completely off than what I'm at. You could always say screw the research and just wing that shit. That's mostly what I did. When Creature first started talking to me, he's like, "So how much prep time do you do for GXG?" I was like, "Prep time?" I was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I literally sit at my desk at 6:57, call Sarge up, and I go, okay, here's the topics, and I just tell him the headlines. That's it. Sarge's computer is so messed up. He doesn't use Discord. Okay, I read them off to him and say, yay or nay. You want to do this or this, this or this, and he's like, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We have no conversation whatsoever before the actual show. Okay, so when I say, hey, welcome to GXG, welcome, the weekly podcast that goes with a few of the top stories, and the first topic is, Sarge has no idea what order we're going in. He has no idea what the actual thing is. Me and him just go back and forth right off the bat. That's what we do. It's literally the entire improv of the whole thing. I don't know what stories I'm going to do until the first 20 minutes before the show starts. Creature loves it when you all improv. He's probably like, ah. Yeah. I don't do a lot of improv. I don't do a lot of research as far as like script writing. I'll watch a video, I'll read an article, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go. You might laugh, but you really don't really have anyone coming in here and calling you an Xbot or Sony pony. Yes, it disrupts the show, but they also make for good engagement. Sure, but I wouldn't really engage. I take a different path. I don't even want to deal with those type of people, right? As far as like, I'll have a conversation with them, but I don't like to go back and forth, because to me that's just I don't know. It all depends. I guess it would be in the moment if the topic was passionate enough to me. I like to throw in hot takes, a bit of spice of the chat. Keeps the chat lively. He needs a nemesis. Krebsy's my nemesis. Krebsy comes in sometimes and says certain things, but the way he types is not what he means. Because I'll come back at him sometimes, and Krebsy's like, no, that's not what I was saying. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I can't read Krebsy. Now, obviously, when Krebsy would call in, when we talked about the Marvel shows and stuff, it was completely different. That's a natural chemistry and flow. Maybe you should apply that to all your content. I would love to. The problem is, when I'm by myself, it's harder to bounce back and forth off nobody, right? To have a show to bounce off somebody that's not there, that's hard to do. Who would argue with 30 though? Some really non-negative person? I can huge you on a hot take. Oh, I can give you a hot take. Mo comes in and says something sometimes, yeah. But for the most part, Mo, you just kind of. Sometimes I think you say stuff not to even because you believe it. You just say it just to see what happens. It will come with chat right now. Not enough people engaging. Sure, and I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Like, we've come a long way. We've come a long way from the past of like when I used to do the daily grind for 2 years. We've been doing the daily grind over 2 years, a little over 2 years. And I would write down like 20 things on a piece of paper, like questions, right? And in the beginning, I would rattle them off and no one would engage with any of them, right? And obviously I can't go back to the first question because if someone did interact with it, they'll be like, why is he repeating questions type of thing, right? So you have to like kind of like space them out, and as you're asking things as you do, but sometimes you burn through the questions so much. It's like Snake saying that he has had 3 hours of music, right? It's hard to do. So I would burn through the questions and I'm like, all right, well now I'm just sitting here fiddling my thumbs. And then someone comes in and is like, hey, did you see that movie? And I'm like, hey, yeah, I could talk about that movie. I could talk about that. I have an opinion on that, but that's not the topic. And then the algorithm of YouTube's like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Like right now, we're playing Division, but I've been talking like this for 20 minutes, right? It's like, what is he doing? Exactly. Throw a bomb right in the middle. See what happens. Mo does that all the time. I know he does because when I'm in Carline and Lono's talking and Mo throws in some things, Lono will answer his question or say like rebuttal, and Mo's next statement is not coming back at that. He throws out some other thing, and I'm like, he's not even paying attention. He's just saying stuff to say it. Hot take 343 practically falling under Microsoft isn't good for the ABL deal. Yeah, one topic is tough for everyone. Yeah, but even Creature said if you get 15 minutes out of it, you can bail, right? If you can make a video. Now, here's the thing. Would it be weird? It would be so jumbled. It would be so freaking jumbled because let's say I have a topic. We talk about it for, I do the intro like I've been doing the last week and a half, right? I talk about it for 10, 15 minutes. We rattle around for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we bail. And then I do another topic. Wouldn't it be freaking weird? We're like rattling it off, and then I'm just sending you, like, we're moving you over to the next stream for another topic. So by the end of the morning, I have like 5 topics, 5 different streams. You guys are all coming over. I think you guys would be like, "Nah, I'm out." I think you'd be, "I'm out." You engage with your loyal subscribers. I engage with anybody, Chief. You know what I mean? And this is what here. All right. Well, here's another thing, right? Do I do the video for 10 or 15 minutes, talk about the topic, and then just do a member stream? Do you know what I mean? And the member stream is where you have the conversation and the talk. But the people on the outside, see, I think that cuts off everybody, and then that's a lose-lose situation for me and for you. One, if you're a member, you're a part of everything, which is fine. But the engagement goes way down. Yeah, it's weird jumping around for different topics. I know, Creature. You would have to be really good, and you would have to get it down to where you're doing the video and saying, well, we're having a live conversation. If you'd like to be a part of these conversations, you can become a member and then move on over. But that the conversion ratio there would be, then you're putting a paywall type of up. So in the conversations here, I do interact with people that are more members, but I also interact with people that have been around for years, and I see their names in chat. Right. And this is why I even gave people in my Discord that linked their membership up. Some people that their memberships fell off, I give them an OG ranking so they can always stay and be a part of the conversation because they were here for me in the very beginning. You know what my concern is? I don't know. Wait until tomorrow morning to call me. All right. Call me when you're done here. You want me to call you after this? I don't complain or suggest anything because I know Creature has a plan. Well, Creature's helped me out a lot. Creature's helped me out a lot. Creature sent me a thumbnail the other day. He goes, "Do you like this?" I said, and I'm very honest, right? I'm very stubborn of what I want to do. And he's like, "Do you like this?" I go, "Not really, but I'll use it." He goes, "Why the fuck would you use it if you don't like it?" I was like, "Because I trust you." I said, which is a big step for me. Because I don't want to relinquish anything, right? Like I want the channel to succeed. I want this to succeed. I want to grow this channel. I want to be not a influencer, right? Not an influencer. I just like having conversation. You know what I mean? I've always, my channel for 6 years, I've been a stubborn old man who wants to do it my way, even though it's not working, right? And I've grown a lot in the last year and a half, and understanding what YouTube wants. That's exactly right. Krebs. I'm like, look, when I was on Twitch, then I was on Mixer, then I was on Facebook, and then I was on Twitch again, then I was on YouTube. I've always wanted to just do what I wanted, and I've always labeled everything. I had all my shows are the shows, like I'm doing a television network, right? Thursday nights, you watch this show. Tuesday nights, you watch this show. Morning show, you have the Daily Grind. Thursday nights, you have the GXG. I was trying to structure it like a television show and doing my own thing. So when people came in, if you were only interested in GXG, Thursday nights, you come in and you watch Thursday nights. Okay, but that's old mentality television and not YouTube, what's on now. I want to know what's on now. And I used to have this mentality where if someone was doing a topic, I wasn't going to do that topic because it's already been done. But I was like, if I think that way, then I would never talk about anything because there's always every topic's done, right? But it's not done my way. It's not my opinion. It's not my, you know what I mean? You need those hate viewers to come around. I don't want hate viewers. There is someone that always downvotes almost all my videos. So I do have a hate person. Just always has the downvote. Doesn't even watch it. I know they don't. If there's a franchise opportunity for channels so that someone is always streaming under the umbrella 24/7, is that what Gamer House was about? Sort of. I don't know if I would ever want to do that. I don't ever want to do that. I want people to grow their own channels and be a part of their own thing. I always wanted to check your channel, but you're on Mixer. Once you came to Purple, I started watching. Yeah, that's just me. I dislike everything. Well, there you go. I found him. What it is. I wanted to be the downvote guy, but that was already taken. Yeah, by Creature. Go. You're like Jon Stewart and Half Baked. You seen the new? But you have ever heard of the news from me, right? Right, exactly, Brain. I don't know. I think I have a good viewpoint based on the information that's given, right? And what we read. And I break down sometimes when we do the articles. I give you my thoughts. And I said this the other day. About 88% of the time, 90% of the time, that stuff all becomes true at some time, right? And it's funny to me because I don't have any sources. I don't have an insider in any place. No one's calling me or emailing me, telling me stuff, right? I come up with everything based on my own thoughts and what information is given or not given. I read between the lines and I give you, and then that stuff happens. And then when I look back on it and point something out or do a highlight reel or say, hey, look at this episode here, to me, it comes across as like, see, I was right again. But it's almost validation of I'm not an insider. I don't have anybody that's telling me anything. And I've been right so many times with stuff, but I'll never be considered a source for anybody or coming out with anything because I don't have that source, right? So I'm just some random dude talking about crazy stuff on the internet until I'm not. Invest insiders. That's how real journalists do it. Sources say. Right. So you just want me to say, sources say. Sources say. Who's your source? I don't have. Like, there's people saying they have sources, but they don't want to give the sources. Right? Like, Mr. Matty Plays, right, was on a podcast. I just did the story, right? Said that Starfield is going to be delayed to the summer. He's got a source that says something, but he doesn't want to tell who his source is. So do you have a source, or are you just making up a story? But now I'm telling it like it's journalistic real. Like, and I'm like, I don't know if it's real. Right? I'm not a journalist. Who's your source? Your mom. You've done that since the early Destiny days. I know. I it's just who I am. I'm always ahead of the curve. You just need to run the salt intro every 10 minutes. Take it with a grain of salt. Someone once told me, you're too authentic. You need more car salesman in you. But that's just me. I don't feel comfortable selling to people. Yeah, I don't like the car salesman thing. Well, if you tell everyone You're the source. Is your source will no longer be your source. It's true. People feed me inside information about the YouTube platform, but if I told you who was doing it, then they wouldn't tell me shit. Right. Starfield, November 10th, 2023, or later. Is that a Tuesday, Krebsy? Did you verify? Did you verify if that's Tuesday? That's a Friday. I guess it could come out on a Friday. George, oh. He's either smiling or concerned. Yeah. See, I like this. I like just bantering back and forth like this. To me, having conversations like this, right? And I know I'm talking about myself with my YouTube channel and whatnot, but you guys coming in, or Water coming in saying something, or Zero coming in saying something, or Krebsy coming in saying something, or George coming in saying something, like I bounce back and forth between you. And I think this is entertaining for the community that's been here, because obviously we're all here and we all know each other without even meeting each other. And this is like a comfortable type of thing, right? And then we're trying to get new people to come in, which we've seen a lot of new people come in. We've had Nostalgic come in, who's been here for like a month or two now. We have, YouTube Lurker has been here a lot more, right? And he's been gifting memberships and whatnot. There's a lot of people that have been talking more inside the chat. More people have come in. We had the guy Trevor the last couple of days coming in, who I've never seen before, and he's come in, and he's been very active in the channel. Right? So it's working. It's working. People are coming in that have never found my content before. You just need bite the bullet and go back through all the old content and clip things and foretold and put them in all compilation video. Brain, I try. It is so hard to go back through because of my, if I didn't even organize it or talk about it or write stuff down to try to find it. I literally went back the other day to try to find, because Scalebound. I could have sworn, because in the video, Scalebound, like Xbox is trying to get Scalebound. I have a video that I already recorded for Scalebound. I might drop it. Is it Trevor? No, it's Travis. No, it's Trevor. It's not Travis. It's Trevor. Is it Travis? I thought it was Trevor. I don't know. Anyway, is that you? I have no idea. So, Scalebound, I had a video on GXG that said, what was it? Last year in February. So it's almost been a year. I talked about how Scalebound, and in that video I say, months ago, I talked about how Scalebound was coming back, blah, 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 right? Well, I went back to try to find the other video. I couldn't find it. I couldn't remember if I did it on a daily grind. I couldn't remember if I talked about it in regular gameplay, like just a let's play type of thing. I couldn't find it in a GXG. I watched episode after episode after episode, and I try to listen to the front of GXG, because in the front I do the rundown of what we're going to talk about. But sometimes we go off topic and we just start bringing up stuff. I don't have time to sit here and listen to a 2-hour podcast of myself to try to find a clip. You know what I mean? It's like super, super hard. 100%. Now the key is how to take an irrelevant topic and do this with the topic. Right. Easier said than done. See, no prep time with this, right? And I just blah. No prep time. Just said, fuck it, I'm gonna wing it. Just use Mr. Beast's thumbnail. Mouth open, face showing, emotion, saturated, cracked up. Whatever happens to that filter where you were the genie? Oh, it doesn't work sometimes. I still have it, but this is why we have this, right? This is why we have that. It's not genie. It's a Swami. That or clickbait titles. To do super serious faces, but won't believe what Microsoft did. And the topic is announced new Game Pass games. Serious, actual accredited journalists, not bloggers, very rarely give up their sources. Journalists like Seymour Hersh. Well, I could potentially, if I wanted to, have a bunch of sources. But the problem with that is I got to take advantage of something that I don't want to take advantage of. I went to Full Sail, right? And I know a lot of people that are game designers that went to Full Sail. And I also have people that graduated after me that went to Full Sail that I could contact, because I can contact the school. We were allowed to talk to each other, you know, the alumni type of stuff. And I could try to start talking to people. But I don't really want to do that, because that's a lot more work. And I know that sounds weird, but that's a whole different thing, right? I'm not trying to be a writer or a blogger. Mr. Beast has Beast Burgers. 3 and Still Gaming has open internet cafe with bar attached. And every hour, people walk out making fun of the idiots in the gaming industry. By people, I mean employees. Hey, let me show you. Let me see if I can bring it up. Yeah, look. So this is literally my scripts that I have, right? I have scripts and notes, right? All of these are scripts that I've written for shows and whatnot. And I put the thumbnail on there so I know what it is, right? I did one. There's the Skull and Bones one. There's the Suicide Squad. There's the Starfield one it's releasing. This is the Breaking Records. This is the Tons of Info. This is the Scalebound one. I got tons of stuff. Dark and Darker, Star Wars Massive, Transformers, The Day Before. Like I've been doing the work, man. I've been constantly writing, which is awesome because I'm becoming a better writer. Good old white guys goes to college campus and asks students about video games. What could go wrong? You know, I used to do that, George. When I was in college, I would go around with the old camcorder type stuff, and I would interview people. We did a whole thing. One time I met Dave Attell down in downtown Orlando while he was doing an episode of Last Call, right? That's what the show was called, Last Call. Kind of weird to put all the articles about tax notes next to all your video articles, but okay. What do you mean, Krebsy? Tax notes? What are you talking about? I'm confused. Is that a joke? Yeah, Dave Attell. Yeah. The Sapphire Super Club. Yeah, I would interview like homeless people, ask them questions. Like we would ask them like really hard questions. We recorded it and we made a little show in our student film class. I've always had the gift to gab. Is that guy still alive? Yeah. He does. He doesn't look anything like he did before. Here, let me show you a picture of him. He like lost a lot of weight. He used to be a chubby guy. There's no full body ones of him. Yeah, but basically he looks the same. And he's still around. I used to love Dave Attell. Hey, he's 58. 58, still alive. Walking around with a Babylon 5 t-shirt. Even the midget got a hand job. Should have hung out, man. That's one of the greatest comedy albums. Used to love Dave Attell. So good. I'm just thinking about it in my head now. Going through the comedy act in my head. Good old comedy, man. You know, that's one of my things that I always wanted to do. When we were talking to Brian or Ginger Prime, he's a stand-up comedian, and I would always ask him some stuff off air about. He's like, just do it. I was like, I can't, and it's weird because I don't get nervous in front of people, like talking to people, but for some reason, I just can't get the balls to stand in front of a live audience because I think in the back of my head, I don't want that heckler. Even though I'm quick at like comebacks and stuff, I don't know if I could do it. And then the other part is writing down material. I'm more of a improvisation. All right. What time is it? 11:30. I should probably stop and work on my video for tomorrow. Question, creature, are you still here? What if I took, and I don't know how this would work, first 15 minutes or 11 minutes of the video I did this morning. If I just take the audio and then put it under in some, video footage, would that be weird to put it? I guess what I'm trying to say, like the video is live and the whole video is there, the first 15 minutes and then the live conversation. But if I trim that out and make that into a separate video where just the audio and then the video is different. All right, I'll call you. All right, I'm gonna get off so I can talk to Creature for the next hour and a half before I go to bed. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out tonight for the for Division. I like playing the Division with Sarge on Wednesdays. We'll be back tomorrow for the Daily Grind. Who knows what we'll talk about? Find out tomorrow morning. Surprise. We'll talk about something tomorrow morning. I don't know what that topic is yet. And then we'll be back tomorrow night. Don't forget Generation X Gaming, the weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories in the past week, and we rant along the way. That's our flagship thing. I love doing the podcast. So come on by. We interact with chat. We have a good time with Generation X Gaming podcast. Episode we had 340, 341, I think now. So good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.